Was about to go live. 1, 2, 3, 4. So welcome guys. This is the post match for the Arsenal versus Chelsea Premier League matches. So first we're gonna talk about the Saturday matches and the Sunday matches. So firstly, I apologize for my stream because like I've been up and down towards my I have to do some stuff towards my personal life and everything. So it was a little bit difficult for me to do the stream. And I apologize for my people, my fans and people who has been listening, who has been jeering to hear me. I'm officially back. Like my man always say, Paul Heyman. It is not a prediction, but it's a spoiler. I am officially back. I'm officially back on this team on the TL. So we do it over and over again. So like David, 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 subscribe guys, subscribe guys, subscribe, like David. Damian Perez, like David. I'm back, I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. Footy agenda, I'm back, I'm back, I'm back, everybody, I'm back, I'm back. Like David. I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Subscribe, guys, subscribe, subscribe. So we're gonna talk about the Premier League match for Saturday and also for Sunday. So let's go back Saturday first. I think the first match was Liverpool Burnley. So Chris, give me your take on the Liverpool Burnley match. What was your take on about the matches? And are you looking forward to next week, Chelsea versus Liverpool and Anfield, after watching Chelsea play
Okay,
this weekend?
okay, I'll tell you what I think about the Chelsea Liverpool game. But before I get into the game, bro, the kid that's on my DP, Nana, bro, the kid that is on my
Oh,
DP, bro, Harvey flippin' Elliott, bro. This
oh
kid
my
is the
God.
future, bro. I'm
Oh,
telling
you
you
mean
guys,
Elliot?
this
I've been
kid
Elliot.
is,
Yeah, yeah.
bro. Harvey Elliott is
Yeah, your
different
mic is a
gravy.
little breaking
Di-
up. I don't. Your mic is breaking up. Your mic is breaking up. What's going on? You need to
Who's
speak.
Mike?
It's
Can you
breaking
hear
up a
me?
little bit.
Who's Mike?
Yeah, yeah. It's breaking up. I'm good. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, Chris's mic is fine. Chris's mic is fine. Chris, I can hear Chris.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, his
yeah.
mic
As
is
long as
fine.
like the
Yeah, his
audience
mic's
could hear
fine.
me,
His
like,
mic's fine. His mic's fine. I'm blind.
Oh, oh,
Yeah.
oh.
yeah,
Maybe
bro.
that's for me.
Harvey
Go ahead, go
Elliott.
ahead. So give me a mark on
I
them.
bet.
Chelsea versus Burnley, and you looking forward towards next week. Chelsea versus
Alright,
Liverpool and
first
Anfield.
I'm gonna talk about Harvey Elliott, bro. This kid is
Oh my
special.
God.
Like beyond the hype, this kid is special, man. Like his mentality, the bravery, the soak, the technique.
You're not saying
This kid is
technique with him, are you? Are you saying the technique with him? You're not saying the technique with him, right? Oh, hell no.
technique,
Yeah,
bro. This kid is
yeah.
yeah, bro. You'll see. Remember the name Harvey Elliott, bro. But like just getting onto the game though.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah,
Like
exactly. Here we
Fabrizio
go.
Romano.
Here we go.
Oh, relax, Rich. Relax. But like onto the game. It was an
Guys, is it
entertaining
my
game.
mic that
Like
is breaking up? Is it my mic? Wait,
No,
is it
we
my
could
mic
hear you.
that is
We could,
breaking up? Is it me?
Abdullahi, we could hear you. We could hear you
Somebody said I
fine.
should.
I think it's just
I don't know
you. You're
what's
not.
going on. People said I should.
Oh, Wesley, I could hear him perfectly fine.
What's going on? I don't know. Is it me?
Nah, Abdullahi, you're fine, man. Everyone's clear. I'll check on YouTube, though. I'll check on YouTube quickly.
yeah, Abdullah, you're fine. Let me just go my soliloquy. Let me wrap up this Liverpool rant. Not rant, appraisal, bro. Like it was an entertaining game. Like they showed very, very good moments, like great defensive stability. At times, a bit of like lacking edge in like finishing and creating a great chance. But this is just me nitpicking. Like overall in the game, we created enough. We defended very well. There was, to an extent, good midfield stability, but there's room for improvement always. Like with Harvey Elliott, as great as he was, I still think defensively he can still do so much more. And if he's going to play in the eight, he can still make better decisions at like dictating the way the game should go. But he's 18, he's a kid, he still makes mistakes. And Mane was a brick. I'm sorry. I know you love your Aldio. Mane was a brick in terms of his performance based on my expectation for him. He was a brick. And he messed up Salah's chance where Salah could have got an assist. And he could have assisted Salah when Salah was like open in the box. But in any case, irrelevant. We won 2-0. We move. And on the Chelsea Liverpool game, like, I'm not going to lie. Before Chelsea played today, I thought we were going to smoke you guys. But the way Lukaku performed, like, I don't care about like the goals, like, just the performance and the way your team performed, NK, like I was actually very, very impressed, bro. I was very impressed, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, Lukaku, the link up, everything, the work rate, everything was amazing. Like I can't lie, I can't cap. It was amazing. Defensively, you guys look very well structured. Mendy coming out at the right moments, making good
Amen.
saves.
Amen. 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 Amen.
Yeah, man. So it's like at this point, I wouldn't be mad if we drew that game, but it's at home, so we need to be the aggressor. We need to beat you guys, in essence. Like we have to.
So
But I wouldn't be mad if we
are
did.
you afraid of bowling? Wait, Chris, are you afraid of bowling
I'm,
goalie?
like, I'm
Are you
like,
afraid of him?
Am I afraid
His
of
name
what?
is Bolengoli.
Bolingoli. Are
Bolengoli.
you afraid of
Romelu
Bolingoli?
Lukaku.
Oh, Tums. You mean Tums? Tums.
No.
No, no. I'll tell you soon about who I'm actually afraid of. But I'll let Chris finish first.
Alright. Let me wrap it up
Chris
quick.
finish off
Like
because
I
the way
would say
Romelu
that.
Lukaku played today, I would not lie. That guy looked. See, United fans, I have a problem. See, any United, I love you guys. You guys are my G. Red Devil Studio, Chimere, Sahid. United fans, you are in big mess. You guys literally hit and post Lukaku, calling him teams, calling him sort of name. Oh my Lord in heaven. United fans, you are in deep trouble, deep mess. Just pray to God Almighty by September, Romelu Lukaku doesn't score in Old Trafford. If he score, if Lukaku score in Old Trafford, United fans is in big trouble. Big one indeed.
But in terms of me being afraid of Lukaku against Liverpool, what I'd say is he's the type of striker that Virgil and Matip will find easier to nullify
Ooh.
because like he is like
Yeah,
his
I'll
frame and
let you
every
finish, man. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
yeah, like in terms of like I feel like Virgil can really, really use his physicality. He's quicker than Lukaku, he's stronger than Lukaku, and he's football brain in terms of his positioning and stuff. I feel like he can. I'm not saying he will, but if I was a betting man, I would bet on Virgil and Matip nullifying him. Like Matip's so underrated, but like Matip and Virgil to nullify Lukaku. But you have other dangerous men like Kai Havertz, movement and intelligence on and off the ball, amazing. Mason Mount, movement off the ball, on the ball, pretty limited, but he does his best, and he's got good work rates. He's got good work rate. Yeah, man, like it'll be a very challenging game. But I'm backing my team, bro.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Well said.
Amicodons,
Well said, Chris.
firstly, give me, yeah, I'll go before Amicodons, give me your take on the Chelsea Arsenal, Romelu Lukaku, the all players and everything. And for next week, are you worried or are you confident?
All right, man. Hey, listen. Hey, Lukaku, Bolingoli, Romelu, whatever you want to call him, man. That was a nice debut. That's the sort of
I
debut I
call
want
him
to see,
Rock
man.
Nation. Rock Nation.
Rock
With
Nation.
Jay-Z.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
With Jay-Z.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah. I'm calling him Rock Nation from now on. He's Rock Nation. Yeah, Rock Nation. That's a lovely
Yeah,
debut, man.
with
Jay
Jay-Z,
Z, man.
Jay-Z.
Rock Nation, man. That was a lovely debut. Um, hey, let's be honest. From what I saw at United at the end to now, just off this game, I'm not saying that's what he is on his whole Chelsea career, but off this game, he's improved tremendously. So it's looked nice. We look like a different team, and it was a comfortable
But
win. It was a comfortable
I
win.
won't lie. Something literally make me happy. Antonio Conte beat Lukaku. My
Yeah, he
Lord in
did.
heaven.
He did.
Antonio Conte made Lukaku a complete goal scorer and a striker. There's a difference between a poacher and a striker. Romelu Lukaku is a complete number 9 because what Antonio Conte wants him to do as a number 9, he did it.
Now, when you say
Because the way,
I'm not,
yo,
no,
He's
no,
speaking
I'm telling you,
facts.
I agree. He's
He's
speaking
speaking
facts, but the thing is, I've been on this stream so long. So when he says complete number 9, he's normally saying it like
when
Tammy
I
Abraham.
okay,
Tammy
let
Abraham
me
isn't a
explain it.
complete number.
facts.
Tammy Abraham isn't a complete number.
No, no,
So
no.
I've
No,
What
heard
I
it.
mean, like,
I've heard it in a
what I
positive
mean,
you're
light,
making
like
good
it's
points
positive.
here.
So yeah, I'm like, you're not wrong.
no,
There's absolute, it's facts.
what I mean about complete is when you look at Robert Lewandowski and Karim Benzema, those are poacher. Those are goal scorer. Look at Romelu Lukaku. People compare Romelu Lukaku to Harry Kane. Both are different. Romelu Lukaku, when he was in United, is a different player. Inter Milan is a different player because when you look at Antonio Conte, he's a pure number 9. When you give him that ball, he has the pace, he has the aggression, he has the physicality, and he can score goals. When he has their chances, you can bank on him. 9 out of 10, Romelu Lukaku will score those goals. That is a complete number 9 when you know he has that positioning. And see, that pass that Rich James gave me, I can bet my money on it. Timo Werner will make that ball. I can bet my money on that. Timo, I'm being real. It will miss that ball. That is called positioning and awareness and being smart. That is
Mm-hmm.
it. That
Hey,
is
legend.
striker goal scoring. That's what
Legendary.
Antonio Conte drilled in Lukaku.
Legendary. My feet are on the ground. There's no hype from me. My feet are on the ground. I'm just saying it's a nice debut. Let's build up on it, man. It's a nice debut. It's a nice debut. It's a nice 2-0 win. Comfortable. What I'm interested in, because I saw defensively, we look nice, man. We look nice defensively. Defensively, it was a great defensive performance in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Defensively we looked watertight. It looked like nothing was going in. No matter how many Arsenal, I don't know, because Arsenal are trash, let's be honest. So it was a nice, comfortable 2-0 one. I'm not gonna look much into it. But if you're talking about next week, Abdullahi, let's not act like there's not a chance Lukaku doesn't start next week.
That is the test.
I don't know, but I
That
don't
is
think
the test.
I don't.
That is the
If Tuchel's this manager that I'm hearing people saying where he's rotating his team constantly, there's a chance Lukaku doesn't start next week. There's a chance. There's a chance he doesn't start next week. You might start Havertz, Werner, and
Yeah.
Mount. There's a chance he doesn't start, and that's okay with me. If
So
Lukaku
because of
knows that
because
he's
of
not
the
starting every
pace,
game,
because of the pace.
Or
Yeah.
even
Yeah,
Pulisic,
because
because
of the pace
Pulisic's
and
record against
yeah, I'd
Liverpool is
like, I'd
very
like.
good.
We shouldn't be
yeah,
surprised if he
Pulisic is
doesn't
a
start
bad
the game.
player.
I'm not gonna say I'm not in Tuchel's head, so I don't know. But if he doesn't start the game, let's not be surprised. But Lukaku, lovely debut. Chelsea, nice win. On to the next game. On to Liverpool. On to Liverpool, man. That's
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
on to the next game.
Yeah.
Let's not focus. It's
Vote card. Give me your
Abdullahi
yeah.
is Arsenal, man. It's
Yeah.
Arsenal. So they're trash. With all due respect, they're trash. So
Arsenal.
ass, they
My
ass,
lord
they
and
ass,
God.
they ass, they ass.
Vote card. Give
Arsenal.
me your take on the Chelsea Arsenal matches. And next week is the big. That's the big test I'm looking forward to. Liverpool versus Chelsea at Anfield.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is a match.
So
I cannot wait. I cannot wait for that match.
yeah.
That is the
Um.
big match. So for today's, give me your take on overall matches: Chelsea, Lukaku, and Arsenal. Where
So
do
the
you see, now? This is how we have to get Mikel Arteta because I'm
Yeah, we need to
hearing
talk
from
about
Arsenal and
Arteta
people are
afterwards,
saying they're
man.
gonna give him till December. They're gonna give him till December.
Yeah, we need to have
Will
an
you give him
honest
to December if
conversation
that's the
about it.
board, or
What
what do you
what
do with Arteta?
okay.
Okay.
So the key points I wrote down that I witnessed was like Lukaku's presence in the middle, right, made Arsenal's midfield track back, leading to more space open for the wing backs and midfielders, to make play. You know what I'm saying?
mm, mm-hmm,
I noticed
mm-hmm,
that
mm-hmm,
Lukaku
mm-hmm.
being in the middle made a bunch of space in the middle, literally open space for Havertz. Um, who else? Havertz and what's his name? Mount. Oh
Mason.
my god, yeah. Lukaku being in the middle, he has to be in the middle. But here's the thing about it though, he has to be with somebody right beside him that has speed to give him even more space against teams that are like that park the bus. You know what I'm saying? No, no, actually no.
Mm-hmm.
Teams that park the bus, he needs two people that could make space. For example, Ziyech and Havertz. Havertz and Ziyech has to be the two right beside him when they're going against a
Mm-hmm.
block. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a team that that gives you
Mm-hmm.
space, like a Liverpool, it has to be Werner, Lukaku, and Ziyech or Havertz. Either of those two. Ideally,
Yeah.
is how I would see it.
Yeah.
That's how that's how I think it. That's how I think Tuchel will pull it out. So Lukaku did well. I want to see him do. I want to see him go against a top team like Liverpool. Um, I'm
Wait,
very
hold
happy.
on, hold on, hold on. Wait. Is this you? Yes, yeah. Saeed.
No,
That's it. It's Bricktard. It's Bricktard. He's different, man. He a Barca fan.
It's
So
Jimmy,
it's
right?
different.
It's
Oh,
Jimmy, right?
We'll talk about Barcelona as well, Bricktard, later. I'll have a one-to-one with you later, man.
all right. So
Oh, we'll
yeah.
talk about Barcelona. We'll talk about Barcelona.
So yeah. So I'm very looking forward to Chelsea this season. Really, I'm very
Mm-hmm.
fascinated how they play, the way how they defend, the transitions. I'm really liking how Chelsea looking right now. So yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking forward to them.
So give me your take on Mikel Arteta. What's next for Mikel Arteta and Arsenal? Because I'm hearing they're gonna give him to December. If things doesn't turn, see, I don't think it will last till December with this kind of result is we Arsenal are playing. I do not think it will last till December. How long do you give him as a if you're the board of Arsenal? How long do you give him to turn this around?
Arteta.
Well, yeah, go ahead. Go.
Oh, to be honest though, the way how the board for Arsenal is, I feel like they might keep him longer. But who knows really?
You with this result, do you know Arsenal 19th position already? They are 19th. 19. And you want to keep him. The next match is Man City. If Man City beat Arsenal 6 or 7-0, I swear to God, they should forfeit their season. Don't even turn up again. Ticket, not buy. Merchandise, not buy. Just forfeit. I'm being serious now. Just forfeit the league. It's over. I'm being serious. Just forfeit the league. You can't get beaten by Brentford 2-0. Chelsea 2-0. Man City 6-0. And you want to tell me you want to give him till December? Are you kidding me? What the heck? No. Forfeit and let's go.
Bottom of the league.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Bottom of the
consider
19th
at this
table.
point.
That's
They're
bad.
losing like 4 or 5 goals. Like they're 20 in my books. Arsenal's 20th place in my books.
That's bad.
I mean, yeah,
That's
0 points, 0 goals,
But they've already,
0 goals.
bro,
Oh my
bro,
goodness!
to
Zero
me,
goals,
they've
yes,
already
0
lost to Man
points.
City. They've already lost to Man City, so I already
See,
have them in 20th.
imagine next week and Man City beat them 6-0. See, not even the way Man City are beating at this moment, they lose they can easily beat him 5-0 or 4-0. And Premier League is very funny. Man City could easily lose 2-0 or 1-0 to Arsenal. Very possible. Very, very possible. Because it's EPL. I cannot put it in because Arsenal have been woeful. They could just go there and turn up. They could be very lucky. Man City could go there and miss chances.
No,
Very possible.
this Abdullah, I
Yeah,
can tell you for a fact.
Abdullah, I have a quick question for you. I would love to talk about Chelsea, but did you think that was a penalty on Bukayo Saka?
Yeah, that was a penalty. And Reece James
Abdullahi,
is a
stop,
stupid
man. Abdullahi,
defender.
stop, man. Abdullahi, stop, man. It's a
No,
man's game.
No,
It's a
no,
man's
no.
game.
I
It's a man's
appreciate.
game.
I appreciate
I,
it.
no, no, no.
I
I
appreciate
It's
know.
a man's game.
it.
My issue, see, no, MK Dons.
Hmm?
Like I said, I have an issue with Reece James. My issue with Reece James is like what my guy always say: blue eyes, lose guard. He's been had a lot. I know. Yeah, I'm serious. See, I'm being serious. Lose guard. See, because I don't understand why you're gonna be making. See, a defender, you have to turn. Look at Aspicota with Bukayo Saka 1v1. Look at the way he tackled. That is an experienced centre back. Reece
Yeah.
James, I don't understand. If we don't that's against United, it's the penalty. Liverpool, that's the penalty. I don't care what the VR is gonna say, that's the penalty. The referee just
Yep.
like the referee just believe it's a 50-50, like just let it go. That was it. That was because for me, that was the penalty for me. 100% penalty. If it was on that
That's
referee,
cool. That's
they would
cool.
have given that as
I
a penalty.
appreciate you being objective about that.
That's
But you know,
Vishwa, I'm being
matter?
He does
objective
that
as
a
well,
lot.
man.
It's a-
I'm being
it's a-
objective as well, man.
Reece James does that
Hey, what
a
does it
lot.
matter at the end of
Sure
the day?
you are.
Yeah, what does it matter
Cheat.
about? Yeah, what does it matter about? Hey, Vishwa, I saw. If you remember the first Chelsea Arsenal game, the 3-1 game last year, you can't tell. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
you guys can't tell me that because it was Reece James as well. You can't tell me that foul on Tierney was a pen. I'm so. It's a man's game. It's a man's game. You know, it's a man's game. In my opinion, it's a man's game.
Mhm.
I watched football from back in the day. You know, these things were happening, man. It's a contact sport.
Oh yeah.
Football's a contact sport, you know. So if you're asking me, nah. But if it was given, I'm not gonna be too mad, you know. It is,
Yeah, in the
we
grand scheme of things, okay.
Yeah.
Let's say you even give that penalty, man.
we were still comfortably winning that. We were comfortably
Like,
win that game.
Lukaku should have scored again in the second half. If
Yeah,
if
the
we're being
header.
real.
The header.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it could have been 3-1 again, same exact scoreline. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
so give me your
Abdullahi,
take on
you
the
know,
Chelsea
I'm,
Arsenal. Yeah.
yeah. I really want to talk about Chelsea real quick. But all of you guys are giving Bolingoli his praises, his flowers. He deserves it. He really does. But hear me out. Hear me out right now. The best player in this match.
Visual. Before you continue, like I said it, if Red Devil to just listen to me and Chimere and United fans, you guys gonna be in soup. I'm serious. I'm tapping that date. I don't know what it's gonna be September. I'm not sure of that date. September, October. I'm not sure. I have to check the calendar. Manchester United versus Chelsea at Old Trafford. Oh my Lord in heaven, Romelu Lukaku scored this day. Hiya, Chineke. Ah,
I
oh
miss
my!
sentiment,
I will
See,
do
man.
a
I
some
watch
miss
things
along.
are just
sentiment.
I will do a
written.
watch along.
Some things are
I
just
will do a
written in
watch
the
along
stars,
that day.
aren't they?
I have to do a watch along. I will do a watch along that day.
Sentiment.
I have to do a watch along for that match.
I know,
I miss you, bro.
sentiment.
I will
You
do a watch
believe in
along.
these
Sentiment. I
things,
miss you,
huh,
bro. I miss you, bro. Sentiment. I miss
I
you,
will
man.
do a watch along that day. United fans, you're gonna be in deep soup, deep one.
CFC time.
You better don't let him score. If Lukaku scored that day, it won't go well. I'm sorry, it will not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So continue.
Yeah. But I really wanted to say, I think this guy is gonna end up being my favorite player from Chelsea this season. Although he should have been penalized for that penalty, I think Reece James, man. Reece James,
Mm,
man.
mm, 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 mm.
Defensively, offensively, just like look. If the goals aren't just coming from Big Rom, right? It doesn't really matter. The wingbacks in this team are getting so scary. They get so far up the pitch. It's just like, man, you just gotta trust the process at this point. Just trust what the manager's doing, man. I'm telling you, the goals will come. You just gotta be disciplined. You keep the plot to get a clean sheet, right? And let's say you go down even a one. You just keep trusting it. You just keep moving forward. Keep building up play with Kovacic. Oh my god, man. Kovacic was just like he just looked a different class today. He reminded me of Thiago Alcantara in his prime today, man. I'm telling you, the pass before the build up, right? The pre assist. Oh, just world class stuff, man. World class stuff.
Hey, man, Vishwa, you ain't lying, man. Reece James was an unsung
I'm
hero
really
today.
not. Like
He was,
like
yeah,
look,
he was an unsung hero,
Lukaku.
man.
Yeah, dude. Like, but this is what Lukaku is like brought in for the team. Like, no offense to Arsenal, but
Yeah.
it's like you guys really struggled to break down the smaller teams last season. I could tell. I could really tell. Like these guys would come in putting 11 men behind the ball, right, and they'd be like, "Okay, Chelsea, score on us. We want to see if you can score on us." And then this is why Big Rome Bolingoli was brought in. He wanted to score against the small teams. Like you guys already have the recipe to beat the bigger sides, right? Okay, we're gonna counterattack.
I have a
We're gonna
question. I have a question to ask, and I want to debate that question.
yeah,
See,
yeah, yeah.
this is my issue. When people call, see, I love him when he plays. I see this debate has been going on for a lot, and I've seen it in a lot of TLs. Harry Kane versus Romelu Lukaku. Who is the best striker? Are both of them a world class? For me, if I have to choose, I think I have to lie on Lukaku, not just because he's a Chelsea player at the moment, but I look at what Lukaku has done in his career from West Brom, from Anderlecht to Everton to West Brom to United
Yeah.
to Inter Milan. Look how he started his career, and people doesn't even give him in top five. People doesn't even get to Lukaku. But when you look at Harry Kane, they give Harry Kane this utmost respect, utmost love, but they bash on Lukaku. For me, I can't apprehend that. I don't even know what's going on. The love you guys are giving Harry Kane, why don't we give Lukaku that love? Because Lukaku was on the
Abdullahi, you know
I'm
why?
serious.
Abdullahi, you know why? You know why? You know why? We don't. Let's be
I'm
real. Let's
English
be
like
real.
tax.
it gets
English
me
Let's be
tax.
angry
real.
because
Let's be real.
Lukaku has
Come
won
on,
his
man.
Scudetto.
English tax.
Lukaku has
You know
won his
why?
Scudetto. Harry Kane hasn't won
English
anything
tax.
in
It's
his
real.
career. He hasn't even won. He hasn't even won the Papa John's Cup
You know
yet,
why, man. You
and
know
he's still
why,
the best
man.
second in the world.
You guys know why, man. I mean, Lukaku. Me personally. I still. I like Kane a lot, man. Kane's my guy. But you know why Lukaku is respected because you know before let's say before Inter Milan days, technically he was an
Yeah.
ISO, and let's be honest, he's black. Like I'm sorry, we have
Yeah.
to be honest. We have to be honest. If you're
Hey,
black and you're technically an ISO, it hurts to watch you play technically. I'm not saying me, but other people. It hurts when other people watch you play technically. You're not gonna get that respect. I'm sorry, you're not gonna be put in that category. It's unfortunate, but look at Tammy Abraham. No one respected this guy because people think technically, he doesn't play nice. You know what I mean? It's a shame, but that's where even Kurt Zuma. People say this guy can't pass. I'm saying, are you sure?
Mhm.
The guy could pass. The guy's comfortable on the ball. It's just that it doesn't look nice when he passes. When the way he passes, it doesn't look nice at all. is unpleasant, but he gets the job done. Me, I keep on telling people we need to start being about the bottom line. I mean, I get it. Not everyone's going to be technically amazing, but if you do your job and it's affecting the team winning, let's give credit now. I mean, let's be real. Like, obviously, ideally you want to watch football, you want to be entertained. But Lukaku entertained me today, man. Today he was value for money. So I mean, if you're asking me personally as to why Lukaku doesn't get that same treatment Harry Kane does, he black and technically, you could argue technically he's not. I'm not gonna do it, Abdullahi. I'm not gonna do it because the guy could score left foot and he's developed his right foot. I've seen several goals where he scored on his right foot at Inter. I think his first touch has improved from what I've seen. So I think it's okay. He's faster than Kane. He's faster. Aerially, you could say it's the same thing. He's mobile. He's mobile. Aerially, you could say it's the same. I think Kane doesn't really jump as correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Kane fights for the ball as much as he does anymore.
6'3" or 6'4"? Is this 6'3" or 6'4"? What is his height? Is this 6'3" or 6'4"?
Let me check. I'll check now. I want to say 6'3", but I'm gonna check now. But
and isn't Rom technically younger than Kane?
Lukaku is 28.
But they're both 93.
So about the exactly.
Yeah, about the same age. That's why they always get compared. It's 6'3".
That's fair. So that's a fair comparison.
But what's funny? What's funny though? Kane gets so much praise for scoring against Panama and Tunisia in the World Cup. Lukaku did the
Thank you. See, that is my point.
No praise.
But Lukaku doesn't get that praise Harry Kane gets. That is where my issue is. I don't know why people see. I understand this England and English fans, and I don't want to go there because I've got them 0. I don't want to go back there again. I don't want to branch to that place anymore. But like, I don't understand why people are saying that Lukaku single-handedly won Inter Milan a Scudetto. He single-handedly won them that Scudetto. Harry Kane, he hasn't even won Papa John's Cup yet. Talk less of even win the Premier League title. So I don't. If you want to rip, it has to be balanced. It has to be in the middle. Give a player credit when they deserve that credit. I don't want to. We have to be like we are too biased when we rate players so highly. And for me, I don't think that. We have to be like 50. I have to be sure. Oh, I rate this player just because of this and this and that and that. Don't be like biased because of this, because of that. I don't understand that. Is it the English agenda? How what's going on?
No. It's called the melanin tax. You have
there's a black tax. There's a black tax. Yeah, there's a black tax.
Melanin.
There's a black tax. And Abdullahi, it's a shame because we have to. Listen, man. Listen, I'm black, proud to be black. We need to. Abdullahi, we need to apply context to Kane because obviously he hasn't won, but Spurs. Spurs is Spurs. I'll be honest. Like, I want to prop up both guys. We have to give both guys the same level of respect. You know what I mean? So, Kane, you're a great player as well. You need to win. Obviously, you need to now win, which is why he wants to leave. He needs to win. Like, that's the bottom line. Lukaku, great player. One, yeah. What's up, man?
Yeah, there's no excuses, bro. It's not Spurs. Let me tell you why. I was making the same point today, bro. This dude played in a World Cup semi, Euro final, Euro semi, FA Cup final, FA Cup semi, Champions League final, Capital One Cup final, Capital One Cup semi. He didn't score in any of them, and he lost all of them.
What? Wait, Chris, wait. FA Cup final. Did you just say Papa John's Cup? What the heck? And somebody's
sorry, Abdullahi. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though.
What?
Because I'm not Chris. I get that, right? But I'm as much as I have to look at Kane. We need to have an honest discussion about Son as well because people like to. Some fans like to put this guy on a world class level. I don't think Son can ever be world class. I don't think he's world class. He's not world class. He's not world class. I'd like. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Let me finish quickly. He's not world class because
Son is not world class.
Son is not world class because if you look at that, especially that Carabao Cup final last season, the guy did absolutely nothing. Nothing the whole game. I'm talking nothing the whole game. Kane, he was trying, but Son did nothing the whole game. And I saw what Hazard was doing in that Carabao Cup against City as well. there's levels to this. Son, I don't think you're on that level, respectfully. You know, so I mean, Kane, I get it. He hasn't performed in the big games. Me, I mean, you'd like to see him get a goal and at least one of them. So yeah, I mean, Chris, you're right about that, man. He has to step up. He has to step up.
What was everybody forgetting about? In the Belgium staff, Thierry Henry is in it. So I think Thierry Henry teaches him some of his, his tips and tricks, how to be a better striker to Lukaku. So I feel like that's how Lukaku improved too, and Inter as well. So I feel like it's a mixture of those two. So I think people was
I think,
forgetting about
guys,
that a
I
lot.
think we're making a mistake now. We are making a mistake. We need to different. We need to define what a world class is. That's where the mistake
Yeah.
is, because the mistake we're making is, if this player is good, is a world class. If this is good, we have to define world class and be specific about who is a world class player. Because when we know the definition of world class, we can see it's difficult not see what Ugmison has done. I'm tempted not to put him at the world class yet. He's a see. Ugmison is a very good, a fantastic player, but world class. If I have to put
No,
achievement, has to be
Abdullah,
there for
I
me.
think I
If I
know
have
what
to
the
put world class
difference is.
achievement.
I think I know what the difference is. It's like showing world class ability versus being a world class level. Actually being the level of world class.
No, but I think hey guys, how you guys doing? Dubai. Nice to be on
Yo,
this.
how you
I'm
doing,
back,
man?
man. Yeah, I'm good. I'm
How are
doing
you? How
great.
are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. So the thing though is, I think world class. Tosin gave a good definition of it, which was a player could basically walk into most teams. So when I look at Heung-min Song, I do think he walks into the United team. I think he could walk into the Man City team. I think he could walk into the Chelsea team. And yeah, so I don't think he's that far from world class. If like
But Sam,
his output, also his
okay.
output. I think he scores a lot of goals, gives a lot of assists. So I don't think if he's not world class, I don't think he's far from it. I think
Yeah,
he's really, really, really close
I
to
think it's
it.
borderline for me.
Yeah, I think
Borderline.
it's a big opinion. I
but
wouldn't
Sam,
argue with
my
someone if they say he
yeah.
was world class.
But Sam, my thing is we're gonna have to, if we're doing that, we're gonna have to, if we're putting Son at that world class level, then we're gonna have to critique him like a world class player. I'm talking every game on a game by game basis. If the guy doesn't perform, we have to mention it because we don't do that now.
But this is a good
But
point.
he does
This is a
perform
good
though.
point, NK.
No, because Sam, if you look at last year, right? Look at last season, and there's probably things before. He's a purple patch player, so in a set of probably 7 or 8 games, the guy will probably give you 7 or 8 goals, and then he'll go the next 10 games or so, nothing, and then he'll come back again, and probably give you 4 and 5, like he did to close the season or something like that.
But the
And
thing
then
goes,
quiet. You know what I mean?
yeah, but the thing is that I think most players are like that, only if you're on penalties. I think people like Harry Kane, why they dodge that is they're also on pens. So I think that helps their stats more. For Song to get from a wide area without penalties, 17 goals, I think that's good. I think it's really good. I
But
think in all
Sam,
competition, he got
if you look
20
at,
plus, 20 plus goal
I agree with what you
contribution.
said.
He's a wide
But
player.
Sam, if you look at but if you look at what Romelu Lukaku has done in his career, let's take out Inter Milan. Let's go back to Everton and West Bromwich Albion. In his first season, I think he's got 20 goals, if I'm not mistaken. In West Brom, it's got is it 21 goals or 23 goals? I need to check this. I need to check very well. But he's
But
got 20
Abdullah,
goals in a season. Yep.
but Lukaku has been respected. Lukaku went to United for 70 million then. It was a lot of money. It's not baby change. Like I do think he has like people know he's good. The only
Sam,
thing is
bro.
the only thing is
Sam,
at United
The problem
the
is
system.
people doesn't rate him highly as they rate Harry Kane. Because see, the way they put Harry Kane, they don't put Lukaku there. Maybe because he's black. I don't
No,
understand.
Abdullah,
I'm
the
also
thing is
black too.
number one is the people you listen to. I think that's very important. If you listen to English people, obviously they will put their boy who is English ahead of Lukaku.
Yep.
Like I think that's a nationality thing that even you would do if Harry Kane was Nigerian. I think you would actually put him ahead of Lukaku. Like it's just nationality. I don't think we can really fight that. But the thing is that Lukaku at United there was a problem, and it was a little bit on Lukaku's side because I think the weight gained and all that he has to take a little bit of blame. And also the club itself wasn't the right fit, and they were not ready to probably play to his strength because they preferred another system. So that's why I feel that United shouldn't have actually happened if Chelsea were on their A game, were as ruthless as they are right now. He probably would have been a Chelsea player under Conte, who he later went to. So the thing with Lukaku, I think it's one thing I'll say about him is I want him to carry a team, and I know he did it in Inter Milan, but I want him to do it in the Premier League. So basically, carry a
No,
team, be
but
the main guy, and take them to a title. I think if he does
but
that,
Sam,
that comparison with Kane will die.
Sam, I disagree on like the respect thing. In South Africa, all I heard was Timbs. We called them jeans and Timberlands, bro.
But that was United.
Yeah.
No,
But
you
that was
said
at United, though.
but you said we respected him at United, though. Like you said when
No,
he
I
moved to
never
the
said that. I said at United. I said United bought him for 70 million from Everton, and for them to buy a player for 70 million, then it's a lot of money. And the thing is that
Yeah.
at United, he got a lot of weight. Like he was way bigger than he is right now. The system they didn't play to his strength. His first touch was he even said it in an interview. If you watch the Chelsea interview, he said that he didn't like playing to his back to goal. He literally had to have a conversation with Conte, and Conte was like, "I'm not going to play you if you don't improve having your back to goal." So obviously there is a difference. He has improved his game. If you watch today's game, I think that was one of the best performances I've seen from a striker. Just different way from
No,
having your
Sam.
back to
The
goal,
way
from
Lukaku
running
plays, the
behind
way he plays today,
was amazing.
the way he
But Sam,
plays
wait,
today was no.
don't you think that most people, they have like a cancel culture mentality, whereas like once they've seen something so bad from you in your past, it's very hard for them to like acknowledge how great you become unless you do something above your normal self,
Extraordinary,
right?
extraordinary. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
do
it's,
feel so. Yeah, it's true. That makes sense.
yeah, yeah. So
That
I
makes
still
sense.
feel like
Yeah,
many people are very skeptical of him until he proves it in England.
I think that's why I said I personally feel he needs to carry Chelsea to a league title or Champions League victory. And doesn't mean he scores in every game, but just be a dominant force and be an integral part of the team. And especially this new season, just stamp your foot and actually help the team and push the team. And just like, that's why I say, like, what Drogba did for Chelsea. He didn't score
Yeah.
every game, but there was just something that you knew, okay, Drogba had to play this game. And if he can score in a final or just really push a team to a league title, I think he needs to do that. And I think that's why he came to the Premier League, because that's the one thing he needs to add to his catalogue. The thing with Kane, I'll just say the thing with Kane, there's a big bias. I personally think he's a great striker and all that, but I do feel that even he needs to prove himself. Probably why he wants to go to City, because there's always still that, okay, you haven't won a title. You're Tottenham, and I know Tottenham weren't good, but when Leicester won the league, I think you could have done better. So, and when you listen to English people, I'll never take them serious when it comes to Kane, because they're obviously biased about him. Come on, they call him an angel for missing training. So that says a lot.
That's true, but unfortunately, even as biased and as nonsensical their opinions are, they paint such an image in broad daylight on TV that it affects the way the masses think about somebody. Like, as much as we don't like their opinions, they affect the way the masses might think of a player.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah,
media plays a huge role.
But what do you think
In
about
general,
what they said about Lukaku coming to England? Because I heard positive stuff. A lot of people were like, "Oh, he's gonna be well. He's gonna bang in goals." I didn't really hear anything negative from the media about him coming to Chelsea. So
No,
I think
Sam,
that Inter Milan
Sam,
spell
yeah,
did
see.
him well.
So, so you said you don't hear negative stuff. So I've been hearing some negative from the TL. If his first was poor, it doesn't.
But that's your timeline.
Yeah, but
But
that's the
your
timeline. I'm like, the TO is toxic. TO
It's
should be
always.
toxic line. It should be toxic line. It's toxic. It's not. It's not.
Abdullah, the fact
TO
that he
violence,
plays
man.
for Chelsea, he will always be bantered. It's just what comes with the job. United fans, Liverpool fans that
Oh,
I don't
give
know. I
me a
think they
break.
feel
Give
no.
me a
Don't take
break.
it too
Please,
personal
can
when I say
someone check the
United or
calendar
little.
for me? Someone said take attention.
Liverpool.
When is
Don't take it personal. But the thing
I
is
will go
that
watch that day.
No, but Sam,
I
it's
want to
not
be a
because he
watch
plays
along
for
that day.
Chelsea.
When is United and Chelsea?
No,
okay.
no, no.
Then
But
what
he's
is
saying
it?
that he's saying it's the attention because let's look, for example, even Liverpool, right? Last season, Trent was on the TL. Trent was on the TL
He got
for last
slaughtered.
season. He
He got
was,
slaughtered.
and
Mhm.
you
He
know
got
he was on the
slaughtered.
TL. Yeah, he got slaughtered on the TL. Like, let's be honest, when Vinny was doing his thing, he got slaughtered. You know, and
Mhm.
that's because all eyes are on him. He's had a very good career at Liverpool. But you know, when you're low, the TL likes to kick you down lower. You know, that's just how that comes with the territory. When you play for the big boys, it happens. You
Mhm.
know, that's why City, KDB, no one cares. No one cares, man.
That's
It's the
fact.
truth.
That's pretty
It's the truth.
extremely,
That's
When you play
such
for
a
the
extremely
good
big
wrong.
point,
boys,
though. That's such a good point.
NK,
when you
bro.
play for the big
Wait, go
boys,
on.
you get the attention, man. You get the
But
attention.
it's
That's all I
not
can say.
even the
Yeah.
big boys. If you've shown the level to the world, like they expect that out of you continuously. So once you just drop a little bit of the levels, right, you're gonna get criticized, especially in modern football. Like the
Exactly.
consequence of being on social media, on constantly the media just driving narratives, like it's just gonna keep happening. It's not because of the fact that Bolingoli plays for Chelsea, okay? It's because people have seen the levels from him and they expect it out of him.
No. But when you say timeline, that is different. When you say your timeline, if you have other fans, you will always see fans bantering the. I think that's a given. I remember when Costa was at Chelsea and he was banging goals in left, right. People were still complaining, oh, he doesn't score enough in Champions League. Oh, look at his
Really?
Champions League record. Yeah, a lot of people were bringing that up.
Sam,
So
do you see this comment, guys? Do you see this comment? United fans had one way. See, as I saw it, I saw it when I heard Lukaku to Chelsea is gonna be confirmed. United fans like he's gonna fail. I can expect him to score 10 goals in a season. Like, are you guys crazy? Like, what the heck? What? What?
Like 10 league goals.
So I don't understand why. Yeah, that's what United fans are saying. I want him to score 10 goals in a season. I was like, are you guys crazy? Like, are you kidding me? Lukaku is not a small player. He's an experienced goal scorer. How can you just say you want him to score 10? Oh my god.
Let's see, Abdullahi, I hear you.
United fans are,
I hear you, you know? Like you make a good point there, but look, just keep the numbers aside, man. Do not give any of your players an objective to get to. The goals will come. They'll come from any which way possible, man. Just don't even worry about it. Even if Lukaku gets 5 goals, but Chelsea wins silverware, that's all you should care about. That's all you should care about.
So thank you, Vishwa. Thank you. I'd like sorry. Thank you. He said that because Timo Werner. I'm sorry. I've had enough. I've had
Exactly.
enough.
Thank
I've
you.
had enough. I've had enough. I've had enough.
No.
No. I've had
Thank
enough
you.
of the
Please
fan
talk
base.
on it.
I've had enough. No. I've had enough because the guy that gets slaughtered, slated, slandered. I'm sorry. I've had enough. Without him, we're not winning the Champions League. That's a fact. I'm sorry. So how trash are you? How trash are you? I'm sorry. How trash are you? Because it's low key like in basketball, like Stephen A. and Kwame Brown. The guy was in the league for 10 years. Timo Werner, you've won a Champions League. You can't be trash if you're starting in the Champions League every game, basically. You can't be trash. I'm sorry. You can't be trash. People need to, I get it, you know. He may not be the best footballer, limited in what he could do, but the guy was vital. I'm sorry, he was. I can't deny it. Exactly.
Like, what the heck is that?
Shut up, you stupid.
No. HA should stop, man. HA should stop, man. He should stop. I'm sorry. I need to have a chat because I'm getting tired, man. Let's not do that. The guy won us.
NK,
He was a
NK,
vital part of a seal.
can you tell us who had the most chances created in the Champions League final?
Was it him?
It was Timo Werner, yes.
I mean, come on. You see, let's come on. I can't say trash. I'm not gonna say trash. I'm not saying trash.
No way, man.
I'm not saying trash. Nope. I'm sorry. No.
Look,
But
And he
the
has to
thing
play
is,
the no.
it's the same deal us as Liverpool fans have with Roberto Firmino. We know his worth. We know his value to the team. So I feel we have to be consistent across the board. Man, come on. Like, you can't keep trashing players just because they're not giving you, like, so-called output. If you're winning games, I could give a rat's ass about that.
let me give you a stat. Let me give you a stat right here. Tottenham, they had Harry Kane who scored how many goals last season? He was the highest goal scorer and highest assist in the league.
Yeah,
they had Heung-min Son who scored 17 goals and they couldn't make top 5.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good point. That's like the best point of the day. Because, like, what did it lead to? What did all of these things lead to?
Sam,
Nothing.
Sam, what's the context of what you just said?
What's the
Numbers
context?
lie.
Context is
Numbers
like
lie. Numbers
Well,
lie. You need to.
well, yeah, numbers lie, but the context is also that aside from Harry Kane and Heung-min Son, nobody else at Tottenham scored.
Oh,
No, it's
Bale
not that
scored.
Bale,
numbers
Come
Bale
on,
don't
got
man.
double
lie.
What are you
digits. Bale
saying?
got double
You
digits
see
in the
what I'm
Bale.
saying with
Bale got
marvelous
double.
double digits?
No, marvelous. Bale got double.
Marvelous, man.
Gareth,
Come on, get
Gareth
your
Bale got double
stats
digits.
right. Get
Gareth
your
Bale got double
stats right,
digits.
man.
I'm sorry.
I don't think it's that. I personally don't think it's that. It's that defense wins you fucking
And
silverware.
even as a team, there were still points where you could see that some games where they had to grind out, they couldn't grind those games out like a 1-0. They couldn't do all these things, and it's important.
Yeah, because
Most
they'll
of the
always
teams
concede. They'll always
exactly.
concede, man.
So those stats that everyone is always talking about, I don't think it matters at all.
Yep.
As
Yeah.
as what the guys are saying here, it's about the team. Liverpool are living
Yeah.
proof for that. Quite right. They have Salah and Mane, who most of the time are on fire, but they also have Firmino, who is more of who's making those
sentiment.
players around him better. So
You are
Yes.
crazy, man. Like, what the heck?
I'm
Like,
sorry.
what the
All I have to say is, can you call a player trash if he was playing every game en route to a team winning a Champions League? That's what I have to say,
Yeah,
man.
hell no.
Can you
Yeah,
call,
hell
can
no.
you call him trash? That's what I have to say.
No way. No way.
the thing with Werner is that I personally feel it's going to be harder for him to get into the team now, especially if we keep on winning. But last season, he was an integral part. He played his role to a T. He worked for the team a lot. Even though he couldn't hold up the ball like what we saw from Lukaku, what he did is that he still stretched it. He still he always made sure he was available so that whenever defensively maybe it's hard for us, we could use him as an outsource to actually just run a defender, even though he doesn't do anything with it. And most of the times he actually got assists. He got like
Yes,
12 assists.
yes,
So I
yes.
think he played his part. So like people who criticize
Even
him
the
so
goal that
heavily, they don't know
even the
football.
goal
That's
that
what I think.
Chelsea scored, it stemmed from what's his name, Werner, consistently bringing Ruben Diaz out of his normal position. That's why there was
Yes.
so much
Exactly.
space
Yes. Thank you,
for
Chris.
Mount to
Exactly.
Thank you,
give that
Chris.
ball.
Because
Yeah.
if I look, like, that's why I said next week against Liverpool. Liverpool need to make, see, as much as people call Timo Werner trash. Timo Werner with Liverpool defense with Alexander Arnold, I can Timo Werner may not score, but it will bring out defenders out, which is gonna cause a problem, big one for
Man,
Liverpool
that
defense.
Liverpool game,
His
I'm
pace,
excited for it though
his pace,
because
his pace,
Lukaku
his
versus
pace.
Van Dijk
Van Dijk.
and Matip, that would be a nice entertainment. I think
I
this
wish.
team, man.
This cannot come down to Lukaku. I'm telling
I
you that right
wish.
now. If you're putting all your hope on this man, you're not gonna get a result. I'm sorry.
No. It's not, I get your
It's
point,
not
and
about
that's a
Lukaku.
really big point. But
It's
I
talking
just want
about
to see him
Lukaku.
against Van Dijk and these guys. It's not like I'm hoping that he wins the goal, but I do feel that this for him to reach the next level, he kind of needs to do something to these guys. Not score goals, but actually play a part. Same for we're talking about Werner. Play your part. It's not always about goals, but just help the team, make the team better.
Yeah, because actually, Luke Rom's link up play is actually world class. His back to the goal and involving other people in build up, that's one of his best assets. Not a goal scorer.
Well,
Nah, man. Did
post
you guys see that
post
header? Did you see that header though? Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah, we
That
It
did.
header
was
gave
amazing.
me joy. I know it wasn't a goal, but I felt joy. I know Abdullah felt joy because this is what he wanted his striker to do. This is why he doesn't like Tammy
Yeah,
Abraham.
yeah.
He
Yeah.
wanted his
When they heard
striker to
that
do
ball,
what
when they heard that
Lukaku
ball,
did.
I just smile. I just smile like, yeah, that big room. I get that. I understand. I get that. So it's honest. See, the problem with it is we're still gonna have this debate. I think maybe towards January, February, we're still gonna have this debate because people will never rest. And I keep saying it. I need to check the calendar very well. I will do a watch along. United versus Chelsea. I want in Old Trafford. I want to do a watch along. That match, I will stream that match live and direct. Any United fans listening, you are welcome to come into my stream and join. You are welcome to join into my stream. You are no, you are.
where's
It's free for
where's
free charge,
YSK?
no charges.
Where's YSK?
No, it's a free of charge. No charging anything.
Yeah, where's
Manchester United versus
YSK?
Chelsea. I think
He needs to be in
it's
this.
gonna be September or October. I'm not sure.
He needs
I
to
need
be
to
in the
check the
stream
dates.
on that day.
I'm waiting for Romelu Lukaku to turn up in Old Trafford and score a goal. Milo, hey, that day I'm keeping my celebration that day. I won't say a word. I'm keeping my celebration that day and my energy that day. Now, fans, you are in big trouble.
But the thing
Big
though,
trouble. Big mess.
I like the fact that someone said we should calm down with Rome. It's just one game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
He was
Arsenal.
he
It's
was
Arsenal. It's not even
he
one
was
game, Sam. It's Arsenal.
No,
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm saying
And
is,
he was
what I'm
amazing
saying is, what
today.
I'm
He
saying
was
is,
he was
the
really good, but
yeah,
we need to calm
the
down a
amount of
little bit.
abuse Romelu Lukaku gets in United is way too much. This is what they have to take that hell and that smoke, especially United fans. They have to take that smoke. The
I
amount of
just want us
abuse
to beat
that
them.
guy
I
is
don't even
getting.
care if he scores. We
And I'm
haven't
and,
beat United in a long time. Chelsea haven't beat United in the league in almost 2 years now. Like, it's
and
becoming embarrassing.
sorry, Sam. Pablo Mari.
Man,
Nah, unserious defender. Unserious defender. I'm sorry, unserious defender.
Unserious,
bro.
yo, Nana. How
Unserious
is he?
defender.
How is he a professional footballer?
I'm sorry,
No,
man.
no, no. I think you guys are taking credit from Lukaku because the thing
No,
is,
it's correct. Nah,
even in the Italian league, do you know how many players? You know the way he fell down. Do you know how many players Lukaku did that to? The guy is just too strong. If you try to bully him, you
He
will
did that.
actually
He did
fall
same thing
down.
in Inter Milan too. In
He
Serie
did it
A.
so
He did the
many
same in
times in
Serie A
Inter
too.
Milan. Check his highlights. He did it
Yeah.
so
Say
many
that.
times.
No,
Defenders suffer when it comes to
No, no,
that.
no, no, no. I'll stop you right there. You say this, but a 38-year-old Chiellini and a 36-year-old Bonucci pocketed this man multiple times. I don't want to hear that. I really don't want to
That's
hear that.
Chiellini and Bonucci.
Yeah, okay. And they're a young
How
draw.
old did you say they are? How old?
Very old is the point. Very
Okay.
old.
See, there's
Point. Their experience.
defending
The older
exactly.
you are as a
it's an old
defender,
man's
the
game,
better
man.
you are.
It's an
See,
old man's
defending
game.
and attacking, actually, I feel, apart from anomalies like Mbappe and Haaland,
Haaland,
it's
yeah.
an old man's game. The better, the older you are, kind of, as an attacker, the better you are.
Okay, that's not
Lukaku proves
okay.
it
You
in a
have to
way.
have context there. With the football, like if you have the ball at your feet, then yes, it could be. But if it's in the situation that Ron was in today, where he just bodied a man without having the football, like that's a different situation altogether. Where Big Rom has ghosted every time he's played elite defenders. So I want to see it. I want to see it in the biggest games.
You know, I have to
Belgium
take your word
quarterfinal,
for that.
Belgium in the World Cup. Like, I need to see it. I need to see more.
No, this is the next level he needs to reach, and that's why I
Yeah.
agree. That's why I said he needs to carry a team. Either it's his national team or it's Chelsea. He needs to carry a team to a major trophy and be
Good.
very
I'm
integral.
glad you're mentioning that. I'm glad you're mentioning that.
The moment he can do
Guys,
that, I think it's over. Even the whole Kane comparison will stop.
yeah.
Do you think this English agenda will not rest? Do you think it will stop?
No, if
And
Kane
still
goes to
agenda
Man
will
City
not
and
stop.
is integral too, then at the end, it's competition.
It's
But
competition,
yeah,
man. Van
again,
Nistelrooy, Henry days, man. Van Nistelrooy, Henry, man.
exactly.
I
It's
don't
always
even.
going to be rivalry.
I just have this feeling that Kane won't be successful at City.
Based on?
I just don't see Pep catering to him the way he was
Oh,
catered
okay.
to at Tottenham.
Okay.
I don't see like the ball going to his feet as the end all be all. At Tottenham, they actively looked for him to give
Oh,
him the ball in certain situations. Whereas I feel that at City, there's way too many outlets to where they wouldn't need him.
nah,
And
the thing is that
why doesn't Pep Guardiola rate Gabriel Jesus?
because he's not a good striker. Let's be real here, man. People need to just understand that
He's
guy is more like a
he's
winger hybrid. He's not a number nine.
Gabriel Jesus is to Manchester City as Batshuayi is to Chelsea. I just don't think Gabriel Jesus has ever been given a fair chance.
So you think
You're not
Batshuayi
saying
hasn't been
Batshuayi,
marvelous,
You're not saying
marvelous.
Batshuayi.
Mute
has never been
marvelous,
given a
mute
fair
marvelous. No.
You're not saying
Mute
anything
him,
about
mute
Batshuayi
him.
here.
Batshuayi wasn't given a
No.
chance at Chelsea.
Who
Really?
gave
Yeah,
who
like
gave Batshuayi a
Come
fair
on, man.
chance?
Don't do
Come
that.
on,
Don't do
man.
that, man.
Antonio
Don't do that,
Conte.
man.
Come on, man.
imagine.
No.
Don't do that.
And one aspect of the Kane
Batshuayi,
thing,
you weak,
Tell
man.
me the last
Batshuayi, you
time
weak, man.
Batshuayi
my
has
bad.
never started 10 games in a row.
What does that matter? He's just not that good.
He's not that
Exactly.
good.
See, marvelous.
Don't
I
do
love this
Batman,
point.
Why the
man.
hell would you give someone who's not
Marvelous.
good a
There
chance?
is no top club that will give a player 10 days for him to start scoring.
Yeah,
There is
10
no top
games?
club.
exactly. Thank
We
you.
gave Morata more than 10 games.
No, but he
Okay,
was
that's 'cause
scoring.
he's
He was
80
scoring, dude.
million.
Yeah,
He
he
was
started
scoring
off
actually.
No,
well.
He
Morata
started
was
well.
scoring at the beginning, man. Come on, stop this. Batshuayi is not a Chelsea level striker. Just end that conversation. Come on,
Hey,
man.
Marvelous. We saw Batshuayi. He couldn't get into Crystal Palace. He couldn't get it. He couldn't be starting games. By the end of last season, he was getting out. He was getting replaced by Mateta. I don't know who Mateta is. For all I know, he could be decent. He couldn't get into Crystal Palace. He's back at Besiktas. I'm sorry. No,
Bro,
you can't vouch
bro,
for him.
no,
You can't vouch
He,
for him,
he,
man.
he's
bro,
in Besiktas.
bro. There was Benteke who played a
I-
full year and scored like one goal in like 1 year, and he was
Okay,
playing
okay.
at a Batshuayi.
Okay, here's the thing. I feel like this incredible performance by Lukaku on his debut is
Mhm.
giving us short-term memory loss because everyone is starting to act a certain way, like our strikers were something that they're not. But Batshuayi was never given a fair chance at Chelsea,
Oh.
Come on,
and
just dead
the
this
crazy
talk.
Hey,
thing
no,
is,
16,
You do have points.
Marvelous.
Marvelous,
Why
16,
are you
17.
wasting your time mentioning brick footballers? Why are you wasting
Hey,
your time
crazy
mentioning
thing is,
Marvelous,
I don't
16,
even think it's about his ability.
No,
I
it
think
is.
the
It
reason
is.
why he was never
Just
given a
end the
chance at
topic.
Chelsea is
is
because of his attitude. Because Conte complained about his attitude, if I remember.
Marvelous. He couldn't make it at Crystal Palace, mate. What are
he
you
couldn't make.
expecting?
I don't
And
get
And
this,
Marvelous,
bro.
Come
marvelous,
on.
Marvelous.
marvelous,
Let it
marvelous. You know,
go.
Diego
Let it
Costa,
Marvelous,
go.
16,
man. He was
17,
never gonna play. I had a
16,
Diego Costa.
17, 16, 17. He played 20. He appeared in 20 games,
Andre Ayew, thank you.
bro.
Andre Ayew
Jordan
played
Ayew.
20
As much as you know, no, don't disrespect Andre. We're not disrespecting Andre sentiment. It's Jordan.
Yeah,
Jordan.
Jordan.
Jordan doesn't
Yeah.
have a brain. I'm sorry. Jordan Ayew doesn't have a brain at all.
Yeah,
Especially last week.
he's still better than
And he's
Come on, your
probably been.
Ghanaian brother. Thank
No,
you.
no,
Calm
no,
down with your Ghanaian brother,
No,
man. Come on.
Sam. We watched. You watched the game last week. This guy Jordan Ayew, I was shocked that this guy is playing in the Premier League with what he was doing on the pitch last week. I'm sorry, he's Ghanaian. I get it. It's shocking. The guy doesn't have a footballing brain. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Nah, man. Nah. Bashiwai. Oh, sorry. I said 16, 17.
Who,
Let's talk
I
about
Berbatov?
said
that.
16, 17.
Berbatov?
Marvelous. I'm
My bad.
sorry. 19 substitute appearances, apparently. I'm seeing.
Okay, but here's the
Why?
thing,
Wait, no, no.
NK,
Wait,
wait, NK.
no.
When people
Why was he
say,
a substitute? Let
wait,
me
wait,
tell you why he
NK,
was a
when
substitute.
people
Because
say,
Diego Costa was there.
okay, but here's another thing. When people say, oh, 19 substitute appearances. For example, Timo Werner came on in the 89th minute today. I'm pretty sure 2 years from now, somebody is going to say, well, even after Romelu Lukaku came, he still had substitute appearances. They're not going to say, oh, he was coming on in the 82nd minute,
But was Costa
85th
playing that
Do you know
season?
the meme of Bashwai? Bashwai coming on for Conte, and then he just comes on and literally he spends 2 seconds on the pitch, and then the game is over.
I'm telling you, he never got a fair chance.
No.
I don't know what
I'm
it
not saying
is.
that he
But
never
should he
got a
have
fair
got a
chance.
chance? But should he have got a fair chance?
Yes.
Are you trying to
I
win,
mean,
bro?
think
Or you
about,
trying
think
to
about
get
some of the goals. Think about the goals that he scored.
Wait. My bad. Wait. Are you trying to win the panel of judges? The accurate keeper? Don't do that, bro. Relax.
Costa.
Marvelous,
Was
just
Costa
forget
there?
this convo, man.
Was Costa?
Seriously,
Wait,
there's no point
what did
here.
Abdullah bring up legendary bricks comment? By Bebe, is he talking about Berbatov?
Is it Baby as in United Baby?
Yeah, Berbatov.
Oh no.
No,
There's
it's
another
Bebe.
United player called
Bebe,
Bebe.
the
He was a
Portuguese
flop.
guy.
He
Bebe,
was a
yeah.
flop.
Yeah, big flop.
Oh,
No, but
listen,
marvelous. The thing with
familiar with
Bashwai, just
This is the same thing too. Lukaku never get a chance when he was at Chelsea. So
That's
same
the
with
truth.
Batshuayi too. Then Lukaku left. No, it
Yeah,
wasn't
Lord
given.
Will,
I think
that's factual.
in Chelsea, it wasn't given that much chance. That's why it wasn't given
but even
clear
Bashwai,
chance.
Bashwai was given chance under Lampard, and for me, that loan at Crystal Palace showed his level. Because for you to be at Crystal Palace and not be able to be their main striker, that shows me that you're not. Come on, you should be playing for Turkey. That's what it says. You should be playing for Turkey.
What was his? The only club that has ever really shown faith in him and started him week in, week out, and he repaid them was Borussia Dortmund. Go look at how he played for them
Yeah,
when he
yeah.
was at Borussia Dortmund.
And
They
I used
started
that. I
him.
used marvelous. And I used. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I get it. He's black. He's my brother. But I use his stat line at Dortmund to disrespect the Bundesliga. That's a trash league. I'm sorry. That's a trash league. And this guy was almost positive with Borussia Dortmund. It's unacceptable. I'm sorry. Nah, man. Nah, man.
I
Batshuayi,
disagree with that whole idea that some players are not worth the chance. I think every player is worth a fair chance. I don't even think Batshuayi ever started 5 games in a row, not even 10. I don't think
Marvelous, you
Batshuayi ever
don't get
started
yeah,
that.
but
5
See,
marvelous.
games.
There's
Marvelous,
better
Marvelous.
strikers, dude. There's better
No, but
strikers, dude.
Marvelous, are you telling me that Batshuayi, if he started those games and he scored, he wouldn't have been given chance?
He never started them, so we don't
No,
know.
but
Yeah, he did.
marvelous.
He
There are
started
better
for
strikers,
Lampard
dude.
even.
Marvelous.
5
There's better
games in a
strikers, dude.
row. I don't
Marvelous.
think
There's
Batshuayi
consistently.
what was the game? Give me 3 games in a row that Batshuayi started
Marvelous. That's not the point, dude. That's not
under
the point,
any
dude.
manager.
Because no, marvelous. That's not the point, dude. Because let's. All right. Okay. So yeah. For example, yeah. Let's just say hypothetically speaking, Armando Broja was here in Chelsea. He didn't go out on loan. No one's expecting him to start 5 games in a row. There's better strikers there. Or is it?
Another
Throughout
example,
Batshuayi's whole
Okay.
tenure.
Are you guys seeing what Livramento? Did you guys see what Livramento did in his against United?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he played very
yeah.
well.
But see,
Okay, I
Marvelous,
guarantee you, if he was
Marvelous,
at Chelsea,
if you lose 5 games in a row, where do you think you are on the table?
Exactly.
you're not winning the league. You're not
but
going to
here's
win
the
the league,
thing.
Marvelous. Another example.
Come
Hold on,
on,
hold on,
man.
hold
It's
on,
too
Let's
hold
do
on,
it's too
that.
big
hold
of
on.
a risk for a
This is
player.
Chelsea. This is
Let's
Chelsea.
be
Marvelous.
Marvelous,
objective.
hold on.
Let's be objective. With
Yes.
Chelsea Football Club, I'm pretty sure us losing 5 games in a row would not all fall on the shoulders of Batshuayi had he
We're
started.
not, we're
5
not saying we're not saying that,
We're
but
not-
we can't afford. This is Chelsea, Marvelous. You know, we can't afford to be playing Batshuayi
No,
5 league games
exactly.
in a row.
And
That's
Marvelous,
unacceptable.
this is why I brought up it, because what you're saying is even though he performs well or not, he should play 5 games in a row. So
Can't do it.
indirectly, you're basically risking those 5 games just so a player can pick up form and start scoring for you.
Bro, that's
So
not
come
smart.
on, man.
Perfect, Sam. Everybody, perfect. I'm glad you said risking those 5 games in a row. We did it with Torres when he hadn't scored in like 1,000 and something minutes.
He's a 50 million pound signing.
Okay. We did it with Morata.
He stopped. He was scoring. He was
80
scoring, dude.
million.
He was
80
scoring.
Morata was
million.
scoring
Wait,
goals.
Marvelous.
He was
And
scoring,
Marvelous.
dude.
Wait,
that's
hold
the
on, guys.
point I'm
Hold on.
trying to
Hold on.
make.
Marvelous, what difference?
Because a
Marvelous,
player
what's the difference
costs
in
more
each of
doesn't mean
those
they should be given more of a
situations?
chance.
Marv,
What's
That's
the
let
another
Chris talk
difference?
because this convo has to stop, man. This
Marvelous.
Bashwai, I can't believe we're
Yeah,
talking
Yeah, this
about
has to
yeah.
stop.
Bashwai
I
this
Why are
can't
you
long.
believe
wasting
it's
your time?
2021.
Come
In
on, man. He's
2021, we
betting
should be talking
cash.
about
Come
how
on,
he's
man.
leaving, man.
Come on,
2021,
man.
man.
Marvelous.
No, CFC.
Marvelous. What
No,
is the
no.
difference in each of those situations?
Yeah, but he
What do you
said
mean? No,
There
Chris, tell
was
he
me.
said an important thing,
Diego
and
Costa,
he
who was
said he
actually
doesn't rate
Chris,
winning
say
anything.
what you
Chelsea
want to
It
say.
games.
doesn't matter.
In the,
Say what you want to say, Chris.
Chris, are
Oh,
you
I
there?
think you're
Chris,
gone.
yeah, I'm saying there was Diego Costa in 16-17, who was the primary reason, along Vargas and Hazard, who was winning you guys the league. So why would you jeopardize that just to give a dude a chance? It makes no sense.
Okay,
Do you want to
let
finish
me not
top 4
even
or do you want
limit
to win the
this to
league?
Batshuayi. In
Oh
general,
my!
I just think no. In general, I just think
How does Batshuayi come into this competition?
no. Okay,
How?
let me remove Batshuayi from the equation. In general, I think top level football has this thing where unfortunately some players just never get a fair chance.
They but here's the
Okay.
thing, though, Marvelous. They
Let-
don't. But
wait, wait.
I don't blame them.
that's the point of
Even
a
Tammy
that's the point of
Abraham
a
got more of a chance than Batshuayi.
No.
I don't
Marvelous,
understand
Marvelous,
why you guys
Marvelous,
aren't
Marvelous.
realizing what I'm saying.
Marvelous, wait.
this
Let me
guy,
put it
man.
this way. Let me put it this way. If you're gonna put in, if you're gonna say because Batshuayi wasn't given enough chance for us to prove how good of the player is, I will give Romelu Lukaku same way
That's
too.
why
He
you're
wasn't given a
whispering.
fair chance to when he wasn't.
You know
given.
what? Marvelous just wants to talk about this because it doesn't even make sense. The fact that he
Yeah,
brought up
that's
Tammy Abraham,
that's
where
what it
Tammy
says, man.
was scoring goals, scored how many goals in the beginning of the season? You brought up Morata, who was actually scoring goals in the beginning of the season. Man, this just dead this Bashwai convo.
Wait.
Today,
Morata only scored
it's better
goals.
we talk about Brighton
Wait.
even or something else
Morata,
than
okay.
this right now.
Morata only scored
Thank you,
goals
Come
Sam.
in
Thank
the
you.
beginning. Morata only scored goals in the beginning of the 17-18 season. What happened in the 18-19 season?
Isn't
Eighteen
that the
nineteen
beginning? He scored in the
eight
beginning, right?
18-19. Who was our
Yeah,
striker?
okay.
Of 17-18.
No, he was
He
our,
only scored
in
like
No,
he,
18,
he
18,
scored he scored like
18, 19.
eight goals,
who was,
eight
Yeah,
goals in
18,
11
19.
games.
oh no, 18-19. It was wasn't it Higuain and no, Higuain came late, wasn't it?
Isn't
Wasn't
it
it
Giroud?
Yeah.
Giroud? No, but
It was
Giroud came in late
Giroud,
as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, Giroud came
Higuain, Giroud.
midway 17, 18. Yeah. It was Giroud
Yeah,
that was your
Giroud
primary
was
striker,
there when
18,
we won the
19.
FA
Yeah.
Cup under
So
Conte.
so time out.
And the
So was
Europa.
that 18-19?
Europa.
Was that 18-19?
18-19 was
You won
Conte.
Europa
that was
18, 19.
I'm
yeah.
sorry,
Okay.
sorry.
Oh,
He won
sorry.
Europa 18,
So
19.
sorry was actually playing Hazard false
Under
nine for
Mourinho.
several games, right?
For the first
This guy,
11
Yeah.
games under
this guy
Rangnick.
Bashuayi has absolutely no link up play. Absolutely no link up play.
And you
You
know the
can't play
thing
him.
too, NK, you know another funny. Batshuayi has had 3 managers at Chelsea, and none of them rated him. I don't
Exactly.
care. That
Which
shows
is why I'm saying
marvelous. Just wait, marvelous. Wait, this shows a lot about a player. If you have 3 different managers and none of them have the confidence to
Yep.
start,
Yep.
that means you're not up to it. You're not up to it, man. I know you like Batshuayi as a player,
no,
maybe,
four
Sam,
or you're a
different
fan of him,
managers.
but man,
Sam, please
Four.
mention Crystal Palace.
Conte.
How
Wait,
can you
it's
be
four
rated if you
managers.
don't even make
Conte.
it
4
on the shit
managers.
club?
You see, 4
Okay,
managers.
no.
Come
But
on,
here's the
man.
thing. No, it's 4 managers. That's correct. Which is why I'm making the point of it has to be something about Batshuayi's personality. It has
I
to be
don't think so,
something
man.
beyond football. I'm
No,
telling
NK,
you,
just
there's
agree with
more
him so we
players.
can
I'm
leave this
agreeing.
convo.
Nah. I can't lie. I can't lie to somebody. I'm not gonna lie to somebody.
Okay, well, man,
Fam,
this Batshuayi talk, man, 30 minutes
yeah,
now.
I'm sorry. No,
Batshuayi, come
I'm
on,
not
man.
doing this
Am
anymore.
I
But what I have to say is,
crazy?
fam, the guy's trash. Sorry, marvelous. The guy's trash. That's just the bottom
Let's
line, in my
move.
opinion. He's
Let's
trash.
move. Let's move.
Sorry.
Marvelous. Give me your take on today's match. Arsenal, Romelu Lukaku, and next week Liverpool Chelsea.
Um, in regards to today, I felt that it was a great performance from certain players. I think Reece James was exceptional up until when he collapsed.
World class. He was world class.
After he
No, it was
collapsed,
lose guard. It lose guard today. It did lose guard. Like Mr. Blue has always said, lose guard. He lose
He
guard.
gave me Trent vibes in the sense that defensively he wasn't the best, but going forward, man, he was a threat all through the game.
Nah, just one defensive moment,
goal
man.
is
Just
small.
one defensive
That
moment
goal,
for me.
yeah.
You
That
can't
goal
you
is
can't
small
really
was
you can't
was
criticize that too
was
much.
sublime.
No, you
Nah,
can't. You
but
can't.
sorry, marvelous. Before you go, a lot of the balls and crosses were coming from that side, man. A lot of them were coming from that side, man.
Yeah.
And that's what I gotta say.
He was suspicious defensively. That's why I say Trent vibes. Like defensively, it
That's
was
well
nothing
put.
good.
That's well put.
But going forward, man, Tierney was he knew when to move forward and just come on, assist and a goal. It says a lot. His
That
performance was
says a
really good.
lot. That says a lot, man.
I think he was exceptional
Continue, Marvelous. Continue.
up until when he collapsed, and then he looked a little sluggish after he collapsed. Like he looked like he was still a little woozy and out of it. I thought Lukaku
Oh,
was
I remember that. Sorry. Yeah.
I thought Lukaku was incredible. His hold up play, it's actually way better than I imagined it would be. Like him being able to play with his back to goal, him being able to move around the defense because they had to compensate for his physicality. So he would drag players out of position. And I think that was one of the major reasons as to why Reece James had so much joy because the Arsenal defenders noticed that Pablo Mari was struggling. So I feel like they adjusted themselves in anticipation that Lukaku was going to get the better of him. So they were always on hand to help, and that freed up space for Reece James. I think Kai Havertz started slowly, and then as the game etched on, he sort of worked his way in and sort of started to have a more of a presence. I think Mason Mount was Mason Mount, which is like consistent. Jorginho and Kovacic, I think they also performed how they typically perform. I don't think either of them was too good, but they were not bad either.
No. Kovacic needs a shout. Kovacic is
Yeah. I want to say
Jorginho
that
was
too because
Oh,
I
he's not
criticize him a lot.
getting enough
I
respect.
criticize him a lot, and today he did one thing that I've always wanted. That Reece James pass.
finally.
That Reece James
Reece
pass.
James
This is
pass.
what I
Oh
want.
yeah,
This
same.
is what I want Kovacic to do, and he did it today. So I give him
No,
credit. Hopefully, he can do more of it because we need him to do that.
Now you guys see that Kovacic is a good
But
player.
No,
guys,
no, no. He
you guys
needs to do it
are not watching
consistently.
something
He does
today.
it once a season every time, but I want to see
guys,
more.
Once a
today,
season.
even today,
Yeah, go
I
ahead,
think
Abdullah.
no, it needs to be consistent though. It needs to be consistent.
I think
It needs to be consistent
defensively.
though. I
Listen,
noticed something today
Kovacic.
in which I think
I'm
marvelous. Hold on.
I'm
I
still
noticed
willing
something
to
today in
say
which I don't think you guys notice.
no. I'm still
Jorginho for me
willing
is
to
a suspect in
go
that
out on the
midfield.
limb and say that
Wait.
Kovacic is our best midfielder.
Marvelous, well.
Aside from
Marvelous,
Kante,
mute
aside from
yourself,
Kante,
man. Come
mute
on, man.
aside
yourself.
from
Come on,
Kante,
Mute
man. Come on.
yourself right
Mute
there.
yourself,
Do
Marvelous.
Marvelous,
aside
well,
from
well.
Marvelous,
Kante,
nah, man.
Nah, man. I
aside
Marvelous,
don't
from
know what you're
nah.
on
Kante,
today,
Oh,
man.
he said
What
aside
did
from
you?
Kante. He said aside from Kante.
aside
I
from
will,
You just
Marvelous,
said.
I
He's
will,
not
I
better
will
than
throw,
They could
Jorginho.
Marvelous,
He's
I
not
will
better than
throw
average.
Jorginho,
you,
man.
I
Come
will
on,
throw
man.
you, I
no.
will throw you to
Come on,
Siberia
man,
now. I will throw you
Marvelous.
to Siberia. So
Yeah,
What
Marvelous.
is
This
going
is huge.
on?
I
This
don't
is
know, I
huge.
don't know what
Nah,
you
nah,
guys
nah.
are.
Wait,
I don't
Marvelous,
know
where did you go
what you
to?
guys are.
What
Yeah,
have you
where
been
did you go
drinking?
to today,
Come on,
man?
man.
This is a
Seriously.
nah. Nah. This is a
Okay,
horrid take. Nah,
I
sorry,
think
man.
Marvelous has been
Horrid
eating,
take.
he has been eating apple plus some white banana chip stuff. That's why he's behaving
Hey,
somehow.
Marvelous.
Come on, man.
Marvelous, I have
So
a
okay.
I think
question.
guys, something I watched in this match that I don't think you guys talked about was Jorginho. It was suspect today. Yes, it was
Yes,
good with
thank
passing,
you, thank
but
you,
it was very, very suspect. See,
thank
immediately
you.
Ngolo Kante came in. That midfielder looked very solid.
But
Against
that's the
Liverpool,
thing,
that,
Abdullah.
that
That's
was
You
that's
know
immediately
part
what?
that
and part with
Liverpool.
Kovacic and Jorginho, though, isn't it? Isn't that part and part of
Exactly.
what
Hey
of that
guys,
package?
I have a
Or
No,
am I
See,
lying?
no.
you know the
Yeah, but
The
yeah,
Jorginho
Kovacic got
Kante,
this.
you know
okay, no,
the
yeah,
Jorginho
but
Kovacic partnership.
yeah,
It's good against lower level teams. If you're playing a Crystal Palace, it's good
yeah.
enough. But and I know people say Arsenal are a mid-table team, but Arsenal still have very fast players.
They have mid-table
If you're playing
tendencies.
and technical players, if you're playing a team with a little bit more quality, that partnership does not work. And I feel that Kovacic, I love the assist he gave, but sometimes too, that guy was holding on to the ball way too much. It was like, come on, man,
way
just
too
pass
much.
the ball.
Yes,
Like
yes,
you don't need to run too much with it. And
exactly. Because
defensively, he doesn't cover for Jorginho the
Yeah,
way Kante does.
Villarreal. Sorry, Villarreal. Marvelous. Let's not discuss that goal. Let's not go into depth about what went wrong in that goal with Villarreal. Let's not do that. And in fact, the Villarreal game, Kovacic, that was a poor performance, in my opinion.
Wait.
Poor performance.
What was our
how do
defense?
we go from Liverpool?
Who
How
were
do
our
we go from
three?
Arsenal
Who were our
to
three center
Villarreal?
backs when that goal went in?
For the in the Villarreal
Chalobah,
game.
Yeah, when Villarreal scored, who
Villarreal.
were
It
our
was
three
Chalobah.
center?
Christensen,
Rudiger.
Chalobah, and Rudiger.
That's a
And
solid
Rudiger.
backline. I don't know what's wrong
Okay,
with it.
okay, but just let me make this point.
Okay, land.
I actually, for the very first time in a long
Don't
time,
land into lagoon or ocean. So land very well.
Good point. Good point,
Yeah, good
Abdullah.
point.
Good
Yeah,
point.
good
Good
point.
point.
okay, I don't know if it was just me, but for the very first time in a long time, I enjoyed watching us soak up pressure because I didn't think at any point during the game that Arsenal would score. Like for
Yeah,
the first 15 minutes, when they were actually bringing the game to us and we were sort of having to defend and hold our shape and be compact, I actually enjoyed watching that because at no point during their 15 minutes did I think, oh, they might score or and that goes to show that the squad, I have a confidence, I have a belief when we go into certain games now that we're going to be able to hold our own and not fold. You know, I felt the performance was thorough. It was professional. It was solid. The only thing I would say is I would have loved to see Verna come on earlier for Mason Mount, just because I would have wanted to see what Havertz, Lukaku, and Verna would have looked like.
That
Yeah,
should
Or
be
yeah.
the
or not
lineup
even
for Liverpool.
particularly,
That should be the
not even only Verna though. or even though Pulisic has COVID, he was diagnosed with COVID, or like Havertz, Lukaku, Pulisic, because I want to see what Lukaku looks like next to a fast player, like a player that has a lot of speed to get in behind. Because I think with the fact that Lukaku is able to hold up the ball so well, that could be like another option that gives us so much joy. Being able to play in behind a fast player, having a fast, quick player play off Lukaku.
That's fine. That's fair enough. Josh, give me your take on the Arsenal, Chelsea, and Romelu Lukaku. Josh, you there? Oh, okay. He muted himself.
Josh, you're muted.
Just to add something, Abdullah,
This
just to
guy's
add something real
Josh.
quick.
No, see, guys, I have a quick question. If Mateo Kovacic is the best player, is the best midfielder for Chelsea.
Aside Kante, you said.
No.
Aside
Please,
Kante.
NK, please. Did Ngolo Kante become a tennis player or something, or did I miss something?
Aside,
Man, Marvelous has a deep love for Kovacic. He has a
No. There's one thing called
deep. No. But the thing is, Marvelous will remove the whole team.
Okay,
Marvelous
then
at one
that's
point
called
wanted
being
Mason Mount not
That's
to
called
play.
being delusional.
No,
Yeah.
He said aside from Kante.
No, but you know the thing.
I don't really
Marvelous
care.
at
You
one
need to
point
give the best
wanted.
midfielder in the world his respect. You just need to do that. I'm sorry.
The thing is,
aside from Kante.
No, but Marvel, let's be real. At one point, you wanted Kovacic to replace Mason Mount.
Yes,
that was something you were pushing for. No, but come on. This guy, see, you know one thing with Kovacic, even those shots, sometimes he gets this chance where he can shoot, he doesn't take it. But one person I just want to give a big shout out to Aspilicueta. So I think he was amazing too. Like he knew
quality.
That tackle for Saka, I think that was a very immense tackle. He also sometimes covered up for Christensen when Christensen had to go wide. So yeah, it was really immense. Christensen too. People need to understand that Christensen is benching Thiago Silva right now.
Hey Sam, I have to say one thing.
Man.
I have to say one thing. If I'm seeing a combo of Reece James and Aspilicueta on the pitch, I can almost guarantee there are going to be no goals. There's going to be a clean sheet.
Well, that was what we played when Leicester beat us in the FA Cup final.
Yeah, but
also Reece James' mistake. That was also Reece James' mistake.
And even Reece James didn't play. Reece James didn't play wing back. I mean, he played right centre back. So I think that was the difference there. But yeah, the team. You have a point. The team is solid, man.
Okay, no. But let me just say this. Low key. Let me just say, low key. Before you guys slate me.
We're ready.
Aspilicueta might be Chelsea's best signing of the last decade.
Low
key,
you have a good shout
because we only signed him for like 5 million.
Hazard,
7 million.
Hazard, though, come on.
No. That's why I said low key, because obviously there's Hazard. There's
no, if you say value for money,
value for money wise, absolutely.
Yes,
pound for pound.
Yes,
That is a good distinction. That's a very good distinction.
Value for money, and this is the big one: consistency.
Okay.
He's been consistent.
Pound for pound. Yeah, pound for pound.
Marvelous. That's a very good distinction too, bro.
Yeah.
Pound for pound.
It was a steal for that price.
Yeah, pound for pound.
Like he's a boxer. Pound for pound.
Yeah, pound for pound. Yeah. Hell yeah.
And
here comes my question, guys. Now, Marvelous, mute yourself. Mute yourself. Here comes my question, guys.
He muted himself.
I don't want to bring it up. Apparently this week, at least I saw Fabrizio Romano tweet Juscundo who's gonna sign for Chelsea. Who goes? Who stays?
Oh my god!
This is where the debate is. Who's gonna go? Who's gonna stay?
Josh is here, man. Josh is here now, man. Abdullah.
Say what?
Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, man. We can hear you.
Look at my name, Abdullah. Look at my name.
Bye, Zuma.
Zuma.
So wait. If Jules Koundé sign for Chelsea now, okay, let's say Zuma goes. Now Thiago Silva is on the bench. Who's gonna be on the bench remaining? Because now you can't buy Koundé and put him on the bench.
It'll be
How does the
Aspie.
formation
I
work?
think I think Kunde will take Aspie's position to play the right centre back.
No one. I'm surprised no one is bringing this up. I think if we get Kunde, and then Fabrizio Romano also tweeted that we're gonna look to get a deal for Tukumeni in the last
Yeah,
days of the
Semenyo, yeah.
window.
Yeah.
Last
Low
yeah.
key, I'm only gonna be saying low key so you guys don't attack me. Tuku might be trying to play a back four.
No.
That's true.
You
No,
guys
no,
don't think so?
because no Kunde, he's better in the back
Because
three.
Kunde
He
could
can't
play
play as a two.
anywhere. He could play anywhere in a back four.
Who with though? Who with?
It's tough. It's tough.
Who with? Who with?
What'd you say? Who
With
with?
who?
Yeah, who would? Who
Yeah.
would? Who would?
Who
He's playing with who?
Who would play in the
With
two
who?
with? In
No,
Chelsea?
not in a
With
two.
who?
Like he could play as a left back. He could play as a center back and a right back.
As
Yeah,
a
okay,
left
so-
back, I'm not saying as a left back.
Okay, but as a back four, you see, here's
Unless
my issue with
Dempsey
the back four. No, here's my issue with the back four. Here's my issue with the back four because I'm liking the security I'm seeing right now. Back
Yeah.
four, I've seen
Yes,
Rudiger in the
yes.
two. It
That
ain't
was
it, man.
stupid.
It ain't it, man. It's not it.
Thank
It's
you,
not
AK.
it.
Thank you.
It's not
let's
it, man.
not get twisted.
Let's-
There's been
listen,
scenarios where
Listen, I'm
our
gonna say
defenders
this.
go out of position.
Sorry, Josh. Before you go, man, I want to hear what Marvelous has to say. I'm scared for this one.
I'm gonna say this and mute myself.
Oh my god.
Rudiger is extremely overrated.
Yeah,
He's overrated
I mean,
too.
that's not as
In the back
bad.
two.
That's not wild, Marvelous.
That's
That's
not
okay.
that
That's
bad.
all right.
He
That's
just-
unmute
he just
yourself.
has-
Unmute
He
yourself.
just makes up for it in charisma and like
Yeah,
big moments. Big moments.
I agree.
But
I
No,
agree.
no,
I agree.
not
Watch him
charisma.
as a
Not
defender.
charisma. I think it's his intensity. The intensity he plays
he's
with makes up for
Yeah,
his
he's an
lack of
athlete.
talent. Yeah.
He's an athlete, so some
But
of his charisma.
That's kind of like
can be
most
measured-
defenders nowadays. Like most defenders
Some of his
nowadays are
charisma-
overrated.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
of his charisma could be measured in his intensity. But if you really watch him as a defender,
sometimes sometimes Rudiger is a madman. Sometimes he's a madman.
exactly.
He's
Yeah,
mad.
like the
He's mad.
like the Champions League final. My God, what a performance, man!
No, but he is needed though. As much as he's overrated,
Yeah.
that he has
Yeah, he's
uses
very
because
much needed. Very
when he starts overloading that midfield and starts driving, his passing range,
I said this a year ago, and I'll say it again. I think when it's all said and done, Christensen will be the best defender out of these.
No.
Like if we look back 10 years from now, we'll see that Christensen has the most longevity, and he was the best defender. I think so.
I still
Not
don't. I still don't
necessarily.
trust.
No,
Still don't
no.
trust
You're
Christensen.
doing an injustice there by saying he would be the best quote unquote defender, because defending is not Christensen's best asset.
Yeah, he's not a good defender.
His best asset is playing with the ball at his feet.
and his
Yeah.
composure,
Ball
and his
playing
composure,
Yeah.
and his
Yeah,
composure.
composure. Yeah, composure goes to being good on
Yeah.
the ball. Like
Yeah,
being
he's
with the
good on
ball.
ball. I'll give him that. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
But
not
my-
his best attribute. His best attribute
But my
is not defending.
But my thing with Kunde Abdullahi, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. No. I'm not advocating this. I'm definitely not advocating this Charmeni signing. I don't know what this hype is about. I don't
Yeah.
understand it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me. Kunde, if the board and Chelsea are doing it, that's fine. But if they're not, I'm still comfortable. Trevor Chalobah is a more than competent backup.
Yes,
More than
yes.
competent. More than
Backup,
competent.
But the problem is
More than he should be a
Wait,
starter.
wait.
He needs
Wait,
to. Like, he
problem is-
actually could be a starter.
The problem with it is now you bring Kunde in, you're letting Zuma go. Thiago Silva only signed just 1 year deal. Rudiger hasn't signed he hasn't signed a contract yet. He's still holding up. He wants to get a 250 or 300 million euro a week. Now you bring Kunde in. Who's gonna go? Because Rudiger.
Hey, Abdullahi, honestly, if you ask me honestly, Kunde, this first season, you might have to ride the bench. This first year, you might have to ride the bench.
Here's
He
the
might have.
thing.
Yeah, he can play over Aspie because Aspie isn't gonna play every single game this season.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's the thing.
Yeah,
Thiago Silva, like people are saying, oh, Thiago Silva is being benched right now. The thing is, Thiago Silva is old, and I would think he's requiring more time to recover. He was at the Copa
Yeah,
America.
recovery. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Tuchel still holds him in high regard, but I don't just see a scenario where Thiago Silva plays every game, week in, week out. And he's also a player that in the last few years of his career, in the last 2, 3 seasons, he's
Mm-hmm.
become very injury prone. So I think
Yeah, you can't
there's
stay
something
fit. You
about
can't stay fit.
getting those valuable minutes from him and not burning him out.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I do feel
yeah.
like
That's right.
um
That's
bye bye
right.
Zuma,
That's
man.
right,
Bye
though.
bye
Yeah, Zuma has
Zuma.
to go,
I'm
man.
happy to
Zuma, it
see
was nice,
Zuma
man.
go.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Nah,
Zuma's another player that's very overrated.
nah. Marvelous.
Who? Who?
No,
Who?
no,
Marvelous.
no,
No,
no, no.
I need to meet you.
Zuma.
I need to meet
No,
you.
no.
I won't say he's
Marvelous.
overrated. Nobody really
Nah,
rated him like that.
nah. Marvelous. You can't.
He's not
No, Marvelous.
overrated.
Don't. Marvelous. Let's provide context now. Before that injury,
Marvelous. Wait,
come
thank you.
on.
Yes,
No.
that's what I'm
I
saying.
need to ask.
Before the
Okay.
Wait,
injury,
I need to
before
ask
the
Marvelous. I
injury,
need to ask Marvelous question. Marvelous, wait. I need to ask you a question. What have you been smoking ever since you came to this team? I need to
Good
before
question,
the
Abdullah. Good question.
before the injury,
What
before
have you
the
been
injury,
smoking? No, what
when
have you been smoking since you came to this team? Because I don't understand what's going on with you. But from Bechi Batshuayi to who to Kozuma. Now who's gonna be next? Maybe Tammy Abraham's gonna be next. Who?
Oh, Abdullah, you're on it proper today, man.
I don't understand.
Proper.
I don't get you, man. I don't understand.
I love it. I love it.
I don't get.
but no,
I
the
don't
thing is,
understand.
before that injury, when he was partnered with JT and he was on the come up, he was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
But I think post that
Mm-hmm.
injury, he's had blips. So he'll have a moment where he's incredible, but he'll have moments where just, oh my days, where he's awful. And I think when he went to loan on when he went to loan at Stoke, then he went to loan at Everton, he fared extremely well for those teams. And we always like whenever he would do well on loan, it would coincide. And this is the trick here, guys. Anytime we would send him out on loan and he would do extremely well, it would coincide with a season where we were dodgy defensively. So our fan base would always be like, but we have Zuma who's doing incredible on loan. Why don't we just bring him back? And then we would bring him back and he would be bang average. Then he would go out on loan
But
again
Marvelous.
and we would be
But
problematic
Marvelous.
defensively.
Chelsea fans are very toxic. You know that for sure. They are Chelsea fans are the most toxic fans ever. You know that because sometimes the top player, this player is good, and sometimes they are not. Chelsea. This is my issue with proper Chelsea fans. We need to be very objective when we analyze players or kind of rate players or not. See there's some certain players I rate, and some certain players I'm like I have to be like leeway a little bit, not yet. Ngolo Kante, Kai Havertz, I have high ceilings for them because I've seen them play, especially Conte. Because the way Conte play, I kept saying it, people need to rate him highly. It's not been rated highly a lot for me. Same with Kai
Thank
Havertz,
you,
he has a
Abdullah.
ceiling.
Thank you.
He has a ceiling. Kai Havertz has a ceiling. His ceiling hasn't shown yet, but he has a ceiling. So when you rate player, you have to be very, very objective when you rate player because it's just just go to YouTube, see players play. Oh, player, he can pass, he can shoot, he can. No, relax. No, you have to sit down,
Mhm.
watch that player actually and analyze him, like analyze him very well before you come up with a point or before you come up with a conclusion. Because if you don't analyze player very well, you can't just go to YouTube and then say, "Oh, let me watch this player Kai Havertz. How does he play? How does he play?" People literally telling people he can play as a number 8. People doesn't even know Kai Havertz positioning. Where does he play? His best position. People doesn't even understand the way. So there's a mismatch in which you rate players. You have to be like objective and understand how do I rate this player. So that's what my problem with proper Chelsea fans is at the moment.
Abdullahi,
My
as
issue with that is
Abdullahi.
yeah.
Sorry, guys. Let me just say something quickly.
Go
All
for
right,
it.
there's two sides. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to there's two sides to everything. As the poor Chelsea fans have to we all have to judge players accordingly. So when I talk about Declan Rice in this live stream,
Here
we
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 go.
need
Wait,
we
wait,
need
Why?
to
wait.
Oh
we
my
need to
god!
NK,
we need
Why do
to
NK,
you bring
we
that?
need
Why
to
do you
man
bring that
NK,
guy?
we need
Why do you
to
bring? Oh my god!
NK.
English
No,
tax. We
NK.
were
I
just
know,
talking
I
about
know
English
what,
tax not too long
I
ago,
know
but here
what
we go.
NK is about to say. I know the direction NK is heading in. So I'm just gonna preface what NK is about
Oh
to
no
say
no
by
no! Let him
saying
finish. I
this.
think we
no
should
no
let
no
him
no
finish.
let, no
No,
no
no.
no no
Let me
don't worry
just
Let
don't
him
worry
let
don't
him
preface.
worry
let
yeah
him
yeah
let him
yeah
finish.
Let me
marvelous.
just
I'll give it to you,
preface
man.
it.
Let him finish.
Yeah, let him finish. Let him finish.
Let me just preface
Let
it.
him. I'm gonna. Okay.
No,
It is
I'll let
important.
marvelous. I'll let
It
marvelous.
is it is
Yeah.
important that before NK says what he's going to say, which I already know what it is, that we have at the back of our minds that there is a chance, not even a chance, there's a great possibility that a lot of people on social media moonlight as Chelsea fans, and they're not actually Chelsea fans. They just pretend to be
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea fans. I
Yeah,
think
that happens a
out of
lot of some
all the top
places.
clubs in Europe's big five leagues, I think Chelsea has the most fake fans. Like people who aren't actually fans that pretend to be fans. I don't know why, but I think we have the most. And then I think
Are you
next
calling
would be
Chelsea
PSG.
Rory a fake fan?
Huh? Rory
Are you
Jennings?
calling Chelsea Rory a fake fan?
Rory
I don't think that's
Jennings?
possible.
I
Yeah.
I
don't
think.
think he's a
Yeah.
fake fan, but I think he represents a portion of our fan base, that radical portion, that conservative portion of our fan base that needs to die out. I think he holds on to very like toxic ideals, and our
Radicalism.
fan base is better off without like people that have his mindset.
Mm.
But I do think no, but when I say fake, I don't mean fake as in, oh, I'm a Chelsea fan but I'm really only a Chelsea fan when we win. I mean fake as in there are people that are not Chelsea fans at all. They've never been and they never will be. But on social media, for whatever reason, they get a kick out of pretending to be Chelsea fans. I think there's a lot of that with Chelsea and there's a lot of that with PSG. And maybe even Manchester United. But NK, go ahead. Because so some of these people suggesting Rice to Chelsea and suggesting some of these signings, they might not even be Chelsea fans. When
Yeah.
Lampard was
Possible.
our manager,
Yeah.
a lot of the people that were saying Lampard in, they're not Chelsea fans. If you go on the profiles of some of the people that had the top tweets defending Lampard's philosophy, they're like Arsenal fans, Tottenham fans. There's even a Stoke City fan that was saying Lampard in. And I remember he had like a blue as the color in his profile. So it's very important that we know that.
Yeah, man. Listen. I don't. Just as much as we want to analyze and rank players. Let's do this honestly with Declan Rice because I think there's a section of the fan base of the Chelsea fan base that are like, oh, proper Chelsea and all this stuff. I get it, but there's also a section of a fan base that for whatever reason we ain't valuing and respecting Mason Mount and those guys. And I think Declan Rice
Oh,
falls. I think Declan Rice falls under that category of you know the white English guy that we ain't gonna put a lot of respect on for whatever reason. For whatever reason, that's what I'm hearing, man. And you know what? I just want to say I'm just gonna look at him honestly and objectively for me,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I
but
believe
yeah,
Josh, I believe that if this guy's name was Demetrius Johnson, if Declan Rice's name was Demetrius Johnson, people there'll be more hype on his name around pertaining to certain sections of the fan base. But because this
that's
guy's name
facts.
is Declan
But
Rice, that is
okay, let me
blind
If
and
if
no one
if
wants
explain
the
the funny
guy.
part.
if his
MK,
name
the
was
funny part
if
about
his
it. Wait,
name
wait,
was
marvelous.
if his
The
name
funny
was
part about it.
Di
Yeah,
Canrico, everyone would be so hyped for him.
No.
I don't
No,
believe
the
it. I
funny
don't
part
know.
about it is
Like,
no. The issue about it is Chelsea fans. This is my issue with the proper Chelsea fans. Like I said, most of them are earlier fans. They started supporting Chelsea 2010, 11, 13, 14, 15. Some of them like 17. So I can understand their level of thinking in which they kind of support their
Samo
club. Some
Egando.
pla- some fans have supported their Chelsea 2003, 2004, 1997, 1998. You cannot compare that level of intelligence to it. to the fans who have supported Chelsea 2012, 17, 18, 16, 15. There's a difference in that. The kind of way someone's gonna analyze Declan Rice for someone that has been watching Chelsea for like 1977, it's gonna be way different than someone that's been watching Chelsea for like 2007, 8, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it's gonna be different way we're gonna analyze players. When people come at me, I keep saying it. I don't hate on Declan Rice, but I've never seen him play in a position team football before. That is my skeptical about him. I have to see him play in a position team first, then I will make my decision because we have Conte in a more possession team who can play more of the way Declan Rice play. He can pass, he can defend, he can go forward and come back. Why do we need Declan Rice in that team? When you have Ngolo Kante who can do who can do 4 or 5 jobs in a team.
Yes.
That is my problem. Who can do 4 5 teams in a team? Why do we want to play Declan Rice in? Why?
Yeah,
I'm not saying he's a bad
we don't need
player,
Declan Rice.
but I am not saying he's a bad player, but you still have Conte still playing it at the moment. You can't just buy Declan Rice and just bet Kante for what reason? That doesn't make any sense.
No.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
And you
we
cannot
don't
buy
need
Declan
Declan
Rice
Rice.
and play Declan Rice together with Conte. That doesn't work at all.
Hell no,
No
that's
way. Too
That is a
defensive.
no-no for
It's
me.
too
That's
defensive.
disgusting.
No way.
That's disgusting.
No.
Nah.
Conte Declan
Plus,
Rice
there's
doesn't
also
work.
just
Why
excess
are we
to
buying him?
requirement. Excess to requirement.
Exactly. So why are we gonna spend 100 million on a player who's gonna be on the bench for the majority of the season? That doesn't make any sense. That's a stupid decision to make from Ganaskia. That's a stupid business from Ganaskia. If you want to do
She
that,
won't do that. She's not gonna
that's
do
my
that.
problem with that.
She won't do that. She's not dumb
That
like
doesn't
that.
make any sense.
To be paying 100 million for
I
Rice
don't
and
understand
97 for
why Chelsea
Lukaku.
fans are putting the agenda of Declan Rice in. I do not understand. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but there's a present player playing at the team at the moment in Ngolo Conte. Why are we buying him? I don't know. I need an answer for that. I need an
Oh
explanation for
no,
that.
it makes
Why?
sense because we do have to plan for time when Kante is not here, basically. So we do have to look 3-4 years
still playing
ahead.
at the moment. Why?
Yeah, at the
Kante
moment,
can
but
still play Kante can still play 4-5 years in this. He just clocked 30.
4-5
He
years.
can still play 4-5 years. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Wait, I'm like, what are you
Ngolo Kante
smoking?
can still play 4-5 years.
He can't play. No.
I'm busy.
Why not? Wait, why can't he play? No, guys, tell me why. Do you think his body will break down?
It's gonna crash, man. Like he
His
can't play
body
4
is
5 more
already
years.
breaking down.
How?
His
Exactly.
body has been,
He's not at
body
his
has been
peak.
breaking down for the past 2-3 seasons. We've just
Fact.
managed.
He has the mental side of the game.
It's not the
unlocked,
mental.
come on.
It is mental, but it's physical.
It's physical as well. Josh,
Put that comment back on the screen. Put that comment back on the screen.
Fam.
I'm like, leave it on the screen. Leave it on the screen. Leave it on the screen.
nah, man, come on, guys. I mean, I can't say. It depends. He has to be maintained now. In this part of his career, his games, it can't be reckless. You can't.
Yeah. So basically, are you saying that he can't play 38 games a season?
Hell no.
Okay, so
I hate to admit
kind
it,
of do
but
need to
yeah.
look for replacements,
He's
right?
right. He's actually right.
I love what Thomas Tuchel is doing. When the player is about to
How
get like
old is
in his red zone
Kante?
or something, he just clocked 30.
Close to 30.
Oh, he's 30. He's 30.
He's in his 30s. Like,
Wow,
deep in his
wow,
30s.
wow.
I'll give him 3 years max. I'd like 3 years max.
3 years. I
3 years
think
max.
he'll be able to go till he's 33.
Because guys, you guys are saying 3 years more. He's gonna get a new contract very soon, and I can assure you something. He's getting 3 and above years contract more because he's the highest player in just at the moment.
Yeah, I think it'll be 3 years of the extension.
Abdullahi, when does
Let
his
me say
contract
something.
get over?
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to get a lot of people when they look at contracts. They just look at the club knows he's going to be good for 3 years. There's that, and there's also the fact that let's say Chelsea give him 4 years. They may be saying to themselves, and we're not privy to this information, but this is also something a lot of football clubs do. Let's say we get 2 years for him, and he's carrying a reoccurring injury, and a big offer comes for him. We can't be in a situation where his contract is about to expire, because then we can't really bargain. If a big offer comes in for Conte in 2 years' time and he still has 2 years left on his contract, then we can bargain and really get the most that we think we could get. So that also factors in contracts. Because they give him
Yeah,
5 years doesn't mean they think he's going to be good for 5 years.
it also factored that what if Ngolo Kante decided not to go and that he wants to remain in Chelsea? That is a big factor because players' decision has to be the key. See, no matter how much Barcelona Real Madrid, Bayern Munich wants to bring in, if a player determines that I'm not going anywhere, this is where I want to retire in my club. No matter how much they want to offer him, he will stay. And no one in that Chelsea team is getting highest play than Ngolo Kante. So we have to factor it when we analyze. It has to be factored very well. No one is getting played highly than Ngolo Kante. It's 295 at the moment. If he gets his new deal, he will get 350 million euros per week, close to 400. He is the highest pay, so no one is getting above him. So when we're not factoring the new contract, we have to factor it in a long time process, not a short time. Ganaskia is not dead. She's a businesswoman. She's been doing this for a very long time. So she's very smart and intelligent when she does stuff like this. Very
Yeah,
smart
but
when she does stuff like this.
his contract currently expires in 2023, right?
Yeah.
By then, I have to be honest with you guys. By then, it's 2022 now. I'll say 2023, 2024. He out of here, man. Abdullahi, he's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
Yeah, he's not going to be at his
He's
peak.
gone.
Like, it's not even
He's
his
gone.
peak. Like, he'll be in a decline. And
I'll,
because
Josh, I'll say
well.
he's not even at the. I'll say he might not even be at the club, man.
Yeah.
He might not be.
Yeah,
Wait,
it'll
who's
be,
not going to be at a club?
I said 2023, 2024. Kante might not be at Chelsea by that time, man.
Oh yeah, that's what I was kind of
Yeah,
implying.
yeah,
that's
exactly,
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
If they give him a 4-year contract, I think they may
Oh,
sell him by that time.
yeah, by that time, yeah.
Unless Conte does come across as a player who might retire at Chelsea. I don't think anything about Chelsea really bothers him. I mean, there's really like it's not as if he's not won the Champions League to where he could say, "Well, if I go to a Bayern or a PSG because he's French, if I go to a PSG, whoa! I just realized something. Imagine if PSG are unable to win the Champions League with the squad that they've assembled, and in 2 seasons' time they come in for Conte. Do you guys think Conte will leave?
Yeah, I think Chelsea will
Like
sell
I
him.
said, like I said, it depends on the player mentality. Ngolo Kante is not see. Kante mentality is different than different kind of players. Mentality player like Mbappe, Balotelli, and co. It's a different see. Mentality
Did
works a
you
lot
just
in
say
football. And
Balotelli? Balotelli?
when the player makes decision, you have to respect that decision. And Kante is not a player who will just make a school decision. He would think, analyze it, and make a decision. I've seen so many clubs like Madrid brought in money for Chelsea that Chelsea said no, can't going nowhere. He himself came out and said it. I'm not leaving Chelsea. I'm having the best moment of my life in Chelsea, and I'm happy at Chelsea. Why will I leave? My family is settled in Chelsea. Why will I leave? He came out and
No,
said
but the
it
thing
himself
is,
publicly and said it.
yeah, but the thing is, you have to be real because Kante is growing, he's getting older. He's not going to be the same Kante 2-3 years from now. We have to accept that. And the thing is, Marina knows that, and Marina knows
Yes,
if
I
PSG
know.
come for him for
That's
money
why I said I
and
still
he
have
still
that.
got
I
value,
still
they'll
have
sell
that
him.
belief. I still have that belief and assurance that Ngolo Kante will stay 4 more in the next 4 more years in Chelsea. I still have that belief in him because he is. I have that belief. He is a more technical player, like player that can last longer. See, Tuchel is a very smart,
I don't think
intelligent
he needs
manager.
to.
He doesn't do. See, there's a difference between when a manager coaches. See, Tuchel will coach a player. He won't play him that regularly, weekend and weekend. He will manage a player. He will manage them,
Yeah.
manage the team, and make them competing weekend and week out, season after season after season. That's how you know a good coach than a normal medical coach for me. So I want to talk about something. I don't know if you guys watch the FIFA best the FIFA is it the best player? The best midfielder. FIFA the best midfielder. Jorginho, Ngolo Kante, and KDB, Kevin De Bruyne. And apparently, according to the vote I'm seeing, I think the vote said Ngolo Kante is gonna win it
Yeah, N'Golo
because
Kante
it's
has
leading by it's
he
lead,
has
yeah,
the most votes.
it's
Yeah.
leading by 55. Yeah, he has most of the fans vote by 55% accuracy. Now, this is where my question comes in.
It's UEFA
Is
Player
N'Golo
of the
Kante
Year. UEFA Player of the
UEFA Player of the
Year.
Year? Yeah. So now before that we're gonna talk about that on Wednesday because I want to do like FIFA UEFA Best Player of the Year and also want to do like a UCL prediction for the
I
group
think
stage. It's gonna come up
Kante
on
may
Sunday,
win the
yeah,
Ballon
on
d'Or.
Thursday, but I will do mine on wait.
I like that, Abdullah. That's a good idea.
Yeah. So my question to you guys is, wait, this is a two question. Is Uganda counted the best midfielder in world football? One, and is he the most underrated midfielder in world
Hundred
football?
percent, 100%. Abdullah, I'm not even a supporter of your team, but 100%. Nothing else needs to be said here. You could even argue this is probably one of the best midfielders the Prem has ever seen. Let alone the best midfielder right now.
Um,
But that's just my thought.
NK Dons. NK Dons, be objective, please. Please.
I'll be objective. The guy who's hyping
It's
up
two
Michi
questions. It's two
Batshuayi
questions.
may as well not be playing football right now. Really.
um, now, you see, that's tough. You know, I'll say best midfielder in the world. Yeah, you could probably say Kante, man. You could probably say Kante. People will say, you know, maybe Pogba in that convo, but he don't have the consistency. He don't have the consistency. KDB in there, KDB in there, but you know, I'm not gonna fight on people about that, man. Kante,
Somebody called KDB the Belgian fruit seller on
I,
Twitter earlier
hey
this
man,
week. I'm pretty sure
man,
we know who that is.
let me just say this, man. The most underrated, I'm sorry, the most underrated and underappreciated is Jorginho. I'm so sorry. It's
Yeah, that's
Jorginho.
true.
It's Jorginho. It's
He's
Jorginho.
people don't
It's
see what he
Jorginho.
does.
People don't see, man. It's a shame. It's a sad
Yeah.
shame. But people act like
Okay,
this
I
guy
actually have to
was
agree with that to an extent because he
people
does
act,
get
yeah.
disrespected.
Come
The
on.
reason why people don't rate Jorginho is because when he has a bad performance, is
It's
incredibly
visualized.
bad.
Yeah,
No,
it's
no.
it's visualized.
When he's average and when he's incredible, he's good. When he's bad, it's awful.
It's just a
Like
shame, man. These guys,
Jorginho by
these
himself can make you lose a game because of the
yeah,
position he
exactly,
plays.
exactly.
Yeah,
Thank you,
it's
thank
because
you.
of the position he's playing, though. It's a
Yeah,
very,
yeah.
very important position to play. That role is like it's like you have to
It's
That's a
be
good
vital.
point.
It's
proper on that
vital.
role.
If
Yeah,
It's
he,
vital.
because I remember on the Sari, that's where we really saw it the best. We saw like him on top of his game, and we also saw him like at the bottom of his game. I don't know if you guys remember when we lost 6-0 to City.
oh, everyone was bad, man.
Bruh, don't even get
I
me
watched that
started.
game recently. I
Or
actually watched that game recently.
when we lost 3-1 to Tottenham that
Oh,
same
that Tottenham
season.
game was
Yeah, that
bad.
Tottenham
That
game
Tottenham
was
game was
bad.
bad. That was
It
Jorginho
bad.
wasn't
was
only him. It
terrible.
was Luis as well. David
And
Luis as well.
Alonso got
Wow,
disrespected that game.
yeah,
Okay,
yo,
let's
But
let's
see,
let's
So
like
guys.
Tuchel is bringing
So
out
make
the
it more
best. I
guys.
feel
Wait, guys. Wait.
more so than Sarri.
No,
Yeah,
but
guys.
also
Hold on,
under
hold on.
Tuchel, we lost
Guys,
5-2 to
let's
West
do it
Brom.
this way. Let's do it this
And
way.
Yeah, go
Jorginho
ahead.
was horrible.
Yeah, let's do that.
yeah, everyone else was wrong.
Guys, let's do it this way. To make it more interesting, if N'Golo Kante wins the UEFA Player of the Year and wins the Ballon d'Or, how do we rate him as a player?
Very highly, as he should have been already.
Yeah, it doesn't change anything. He's still highly rated. Like I don't
But
think
not
this
by
is
Top
the
five?
everyone. I'd
determining
say not
factor.
by everyone. Not by everyone though.
or just a bit.
Fairs.
Top five? Hmm. So if you're gonna give me top
I'm
five, so
chilling.
who's your number one to four?
Of what? Of what?
Midfielders.
In
I
what?
said
Like
I'm
this year?
saying like if no, I'm saying if Conte wins the UEFA Player of the Year and he wins the Ballon d'Or, how do we rate him how do we rank him in terms of midfield in world football
Like of all time? Of all time?
overall?
Yeah, yeah. It has to be. It has to be very, very high. Like
Yeah,
every time this man enters a team, they win silverware. This is how I like to judge a player in a team sport. This is how your value is justified to the world. Like, what really are you bringing to the table? Every time this man is getting signed by a team, they're winning silverware. Leicester City won their fucking first Premier League title just because they brought this man in. Next season he leaves, Chelsea win a title, and then the season after he wins a World Cup.
Wait,
Like,
Vish,
what the hell?
before that, he took France to the Euro finals.
There you go. There you go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And then what happens then? The man wins a Champions League final. Like, what more does this guy need to do? What more does he need to do? Really? Just retire. Retire tomorrow and you'll be one of the greatest.
The problem is people doesn't rate Conte very highly. Like they will rate Xavi Hernandez, Andres Iniesta, Andrea Pirlo, Busquets, and everybody. Like,
But see, Abdullah, that's just like
rating they
off
give.
that's just off of preference, man. People look for certain things in certain footballers. Like I see your value when you do basically everything. Kante's doing everything. You can't even tell me Iniesta can do certain things
I'm
that
sorry.
Kante can do.
Nah. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Defensively,
Yeah. The defense. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm a Chelsea fan. I love Kante, but
Yeah.
he ain't in that. He ain't in that bracket. I'm sorry. He's not in that
really.
bracket.
I mean, here's the thing. The thing with Conte, is, for me, Conte is a very special player. You know, he covers spaces. He cut the passing lanes. Like, to me, this dude has to be one of the best defensive midfielders of all time, hands down. One of the best, because his covering spaces, cutting passing lanes is like the best I've ever seen in my life. Literally.
Okay, wait.
Dude's passing lane.
We're being disrespectful. Can somebody tell me the midfielder that plays for Chelsea that has as many UCLs as Lionel Messi?
No,
Wait, what?
Marvelous. We know
Thank you.
We know nobody. But my question is,
Oh
Thank
my
you.
Kovacic was a
god.
slight
This is
cheat.
my-
No, I only
wait,
said
wait,
I only
wait,
said
wait.
that. I only said
Mute your
that
mic.
because Vishwa
wait.
said you have to look at a player's impact and the fact that teams win
Oh
with
my
them.
God.
If you want to
Kovacic
win the
didn't even
UCL,
play in your
if
Champions
you
League
want to
final.
win the
Mike, mute your
UCL,
mic. Mute your
if you
mic,
want to win the
please.
UCL,
Please mute
maybe
your
you
mic.
have to have the good luck
Look,
of
Marvelous,
if
Kovacic
the
marvelous.
player of the
bench.
year,
Wait, Marvelous.
if
He
the
said
player
good
of
luck,
the year
man. He
in
said
all
good
of
luck.
Marvelous.
look, the point is here, if the player of the year was given to the right person every time the Premier League winning team that Kante was on, this would be a completely different topic. Because Mahrez got the player of the year, but quite frankly, I thought Kante was a lot better than him. Not a lot better, but like Mahrez was also special. It was still a toss-up. The only year that he got it, which was
The Jamie
justified, was
Vardy
when Chelsea won it.
disrespect. Ugh. The
Look,
Jamie
you're really
Vardy
talking about
disrespect.
okay, really? Are we gonna go there? So that means Shaqiri is one of the best players around because he's won 2
Huh?
Champions Leagues? Really?
No.
Really?
Huh? Wait, what?
Yeah, this is by your logic. You're saying Kovacic is a great player because he's won all these Champions Leagues.
Who gave Shaqiri his first Champions League medal?
Yeah, Bayern Munich did. He was on that team.
Okay, no, but I don't even think Shaqiri sniffs the pitch. Kovacic sniffed
Yeah,
the
just
pitch.
like Kovacic. Where the hell
He
was he in those Champions League finals? Nowhere on
He
the fucking
sniffed the
bench.
pitch. He sniffed the pitch.
Oh my God! Stop! You're in a losing battle.
Marvelous. What does
Please stop.
sniff the pitch mean? What does
He
sniff
got on
the
the
pitch mean?
pitch.
It just means coming in 2 minutes when the
guys,
game's about to get over. That's what it
He
means.
did. Oh,
Guys,
so you
let's move, let's
okay?
move.
You see, there's a method to my madness, Vishwa. So you agree that coming on the pitch when the game is about to end doesn't count. So why are you
It doesn't
guys
count.
saying Batshuayi? Okay, so why are you guys saying Batshuayi?
No. But I'm saying
Oh
no.
my goodness.
He might he shouldn't. No, but I think
You
the
really
thing is
went
he
off
shouldn't have
on
been.
this. You went off on this monologue just to get back to Batshuayi
Yes,
out of all
yes.
this?
No.
Because
Dude,
I want to
just
make a
just
point
mute that
that
mic,
football
please.
fans are
Please mute your
hypocrites.
mic. No,
Football
please.
fans
Marvelous.
are not objective.
Marvelous. I'm sorry, but you can't be starting games with Diego Costa. That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm sorry.
No,
Can't.
not over Diego Costa, but there were other seasons where we had other misfiring.
He was.
strikers.
I'm pretty sure he was given a line. Please correct me, But wasn't he playing a few games under Lampard? But the guy can't link. It's not his fault. The guy just can't link up play. That's his issue, and that's why he can't get onto
Guys,
teams. That's his issue.
let's move. Let's move.
He can't link.
Yeah.
Guys, let's
But
go.
you got no. But respect Kovacic. One more UCL, and he's gonna have as many as Maldini.
Oh God.
That's true.
We are talking about contact.
He's gonna have as many as CR7.
But let's move.
It doesn't count for Kovacic, man.
Nah, Kante, Abdullahi. I know Kante's your guy, but he ain't in that Iniesta. He ain't in that Iniesta.
What I'm saying is,
okay, they play different positions. Like
what
them to do.
They play different positions. But what I'm saying is, look at the way people rate Luka Modric, Andres Iniesta, Xavi Hernandez. But when you look at Kante didn't play in 2015. You can't give him that hierarchy yet. It's not done so much in football. But what that guy has won, what he has won in football.
Not just one of July, how he's impacted those winning teams. How he's impacted directly.
And people even see the most annoying part about it is people choose Marco Verratti ahead of Ngolo Kante.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think that's probably the
Marco
preference.
Verratti hasn't won enough yet to even have a conversation about being better than Ngolo Kante. I'm sorry. He hasn't won enough yet to convince me and tell me he's better than Ngolo Kante. No. What Kante has won as a footballer, his achievement,
it's not even in comparison. Not even in comparison.
So I don't know why people compare Ngolo Kante and Marco Verratti together.
There's not that many players that have Champions Leagues and World Cups on their that have a Champions League and a World Cup on their CV. Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi don't have that.
But Kante has won. He has already won everything.
He's won the World Cup. He's the only thing he hasn't won is the Euros.
He hasn't won the Euro, and I am sure he's gonna win the FIFA Club Cup. If he win the FIFA Club Cup again, just the Euro he hasn't won, and he's gonna win the Euro. I'm sure of that.
Guys, I'm lying.
I hope we meet that Bible team in the final of the Club World Cup.
I'm sorry.
You're getting smoked by Corinthians.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Should
Hit us.
Kante, based on 2021, win that UEFA's men's best player? In your opinion, do you think he should win it? Because I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I can't ignore what Jorginho was doing. I can't ignore what Jorginho is doing, man.
MKDOS. Yeah,
I can't.
I know where I understand what you're talking about in terms of Jorginho should have won. But if we look at the impact of Ngolo Kante and Jorginho, I think I'm gonna, not just because I'm a Kante fanboy and I love Kante, but I will give it to Ngolo Kante because his impact, not just in Kante level, in club. See, if I'm a fan, I'm a club, and I have Kante at Jorginho, I will take Kante ahead of Jorginho. I'm sorry. I will take Ngolo Kante.
Yeah. I'm not arguing that. Yeah, I agree.
Well, I mean, Ngolo Kante will give me my team. Jorginho will not give me half of it.
Yeah.
So it will not.
I get it. I agree with that. But Abdullahi, we can't ignore the Euros. We can't ignore the Euros.
I was just about to say that. Like, and
we can't ignore the Euros.
A good argument here because that man was dragging that team. That man was really doing things.
A lot of people are pointing out the fact that Jorginho, it looks as if he's entering his prime. It looks like he's fully embodying that regista position. You know, and he's one of only 3 players ever. He's one of only 3 players to ever win the Champions League and the Euros in the same year.
Hey, SSB 28. I'm not saying Jorginho is this world-class sensational player, man. I'm not saying he's godly or legendary, but based on the year 2021,
so let me
how can you not say that this guy is not in the debate, man?
Yeah, based on form.
Because people will talk about rating. I understand if Conte wins the Men's Player of the Year and he wins the Ballon d'Or in December. Now, do we have to have a true conversation about Ngolo Kante career as a football player without even retiring yet? Or
he's a horseman. He's a horseman.
I mean, he's not winning the Ballon d'Or, though. He's not winning the Ballon d'Or.
Who's gonna win the Ballon d'Or? Messi?
It'll be Messi. They'll give it to Messi.
No, come on
What do
now,
you mean?
dog.
Don't give it to Messi.
Because guys,
Why
because
would they
people
give it
say,
to Messi?
wait, I'm gonna. People say when people talk, they talk much about Kevin De Bruyne impacting team, and I laugh and I say because the impact Ngolo Kante give a team, KDB doesn't give that team that much.
I
So
agree.
I
I
don't know why
agree.
KDB is being the best player in best midfielder in world football. Why you can't even rate Kante highly? So what apart from passing and everything, what does KDB do that Kante can't even do? KDB can't even defend. Apart from
But
passing,
KDB
KDB
really
can't
is
even
not even a
defend.
midfielder, man. He's
You
not
know,
even a
you know what's so
midfielder.
funny? You
He's
know
not
what's
even a
so
midfielder.
funny about what Abdullah just said? What's so funny about it is imagine a Manchester City YouTube channel and they're on StreamYard. They probably have a someone on their panel being like, I mean, what can Kante do that KDB can do aside from tackle? Kante can't even play a proper through ball. You know? I think you can make such selective arguments about either player.
Mm.
You can
And
say
sorry,
that
can I
about
just
either
can
player.
I can I answer SSB's question on the YouTube thing? Hey man, I'll say Kante had a better UCL than Jorginho at the Euros, but Jorginho was, let's not act like Jorginho was just any guy in that Champions League, man. The guy played very well. Played
Especially in
very
the
well.
final.
At
Yeah.
the
Nah, no,
final he played very well, man.
Jorginho
But
in
Come on.
both legs against Real
but
Madrid looked
MK
like Pirlo.
If you look at
Come on.
if you look at the UCL, Ugolo Kante, the amount of man of the match Ugolo Kante won. See, there's no way you're not gonna put him in the top three in
Oh
most
yeah, yeah, he's
improved
in the
player
top
of the
three.
year.
He's in the top
See,
three. He's in the
I'm
top three. Yeah.
happy.
Hey,
See,
Abdullah.
I'm happy. You know, I'm happy because now it's being recognized. It's not being recognized a lot of time. People doesn't rate him. I'm happy now that people are seeing what he's doing in football. It's being recognized highly, very, very. Not
Mm-hmm.
even just highly, very, very highly. What he's done in football. Because when people come to say Modric, I get that. No, I'm not gonna argue that. But one country has been doing in the last 5 or 6 years in what football is not being recognized enough. But
Mm-hmm.
now it's being
Mm-hmm.
recognized by the UEFA candidates. Even in what everybody can open their eyes and see now. No, you can't just neglect the guy. This guy is a baller. And it makes
100%.
me happy because now we're seeing the player. We're
Mm-hmm.
seeing the player who's going because when people look at Kante, people say, what does Kante does? The tackling, running around, doing that, doesn't even know how to pass. But he has improved his play.
I think you
And
cut
he's
off,
improved a
Abdullah.
lot. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
We could hear you. We could hear you. We could hear you.
Oh, so when people talk about Kante, people say Kante
You
doesn't know how to pass. He can only
you
run
sound like
around,
you sound like they're holding you
tackle.
hostage. You sound like they're holding you hostage in Lecky.
No, he's talking facts, Marvelous.
You sound like they're holding
I'm
you
talking fast.
hostage in
That's why.
Lecky, Abdullah.
He's not. He's
No, I'm
talking
good. I'm good.
facts
I'm
right
good.
now. What
Relax.
what do you have against it? You are a Chelsea fan.
I'm not talking about
Relax.
what he's
Relax.
saying. I'm talking about the fact that he doesn't sound as loud as usual.
Because
Relax.
Conte
Relax.
proved it
Easy.
more
Relax.
now. Like this is why
Vish,
he's speaking.
no,
He's
Vish,
getting his
you're
praises.
not hearing what I'm saying.
I'm
He
suspecting
doesn't
Marvelous.
sound as loud as he usually
I'm
sounds.
suspecting you.
How? Why?
Yeah, because I'm happy because my guy is being recognized a lot in football now, so he needs to be
Mm-hmm.
given
Mm-hmm.
some recognition. It's been
You,
because like
you know what I just remembered?
the way people kind of
NK.
the way people kind of analyze football when you look at people analyze football when they talk about Luka Modric, Toni Kroos, Casemiro, all these kind of players, I get that I can't even kind of debate about that. But
Mm-hmm.
when you talk about Kante, be like Kante can pass, he can only do is tackle, run. But God, my God in heaven, Kante
Yeah,
can
see,
pass. He
Abdullah,
can
Abdullah,
literally
I
pass.
really don't
He
even care
can
about any
pass.
of that. I don't even care about any of that. Can I just tell you something real quick? Let's talk about an even more legendary midfielder, Roy Keane. Roy Keane from Manchester United. Roy Keane is regarded as one of the greatest midfielders to play in the Prem, right? This man is living
Mm-hmm.
off a one man of the match performance in a treble winning season, which he did not play the semifinal of the second
What
leg
do you,
and in the final, by the way.
that,
One
yo, you, no,
one
no,
man
no.
of the
You
match
see,
Marvelous, let me finish. One man of the match performance in the UCL. N'Golo motherfucking Kante. 3 back-to-back man of the match performances.
Wait,
Two
wait, wait.
semifinal legs and a UEFA Champions League final man of the match. I don't care what you do on a pitch. Clearly, your performance is talking if you're winning man of the match. Back to back to back, man. Come on. What more needs to be said? What more needs to be said?
No. Vishwa. You see, when you started with the whole Roy Keane thing about him being one of the best midfielders in the Premier League era, you had me up until where you said he's living off of one man of the match performance in the
No, I'm not saying he's personally like, okay, maybe worded
that's a subjective opinion.
No, because they mentioned that as one of his greatest performances ever, which led to silverware eventually. This is why it's regarded so highly. And guess what?
Yeah, but to say that he's living off of that performance, would be short-sighted. If you're factoring his whole United career, Roy Keane really did his thing as a destroyer for Manchester United. He did his thing.
In the league, yes. In the league, but
in the Premier League.
Yeah, but that's just a league. I'm also talking about Europe here, which is weighted way higher.
Yeah, but you started off by saying he's one of the best midfielders in the Premier League of all time.
Yeah, because I specifically said that because in the world context, it's like he's up there, but not like in the upper echelon.
Nah, he's not up there in the world. When people say world best midfielders, they rarely talk about Roy Keane. But when they say
they do. He is up.
When they say Premier League, they talk about him.
So let me put it this way, because when I talk, people say just because I love Kante, I'm a Kante. See, I've loved Kante from very long time, since he was at, I think was he Keane or Sin? Was that his first club? Is it Sin or Keane? I don't even know. A French league then. Well, that was when I kind of
Division 2.
And when he went to Leicester City, Division 2, I was like, let me watch the guy when Leicester City. So people doesn't rate him that high just because he played for Chelsea Football Club. So he's not playing for Madrid, Barcelona,
Chelsea football. Okay. You had me the whole time, Abdullahi, until there. This man was getting doubted everywhere. Not just because he plays for Chelsea.
See, serious. Because people say Conte play for Chelsea just because Chelsea is a small club. It's not on the level of Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern, PSG. So we're not going to rate him highly.
Okay,
but imagine if he was playing for Bayern.
Right. I get your point.
Yeah, so because he was playing for Chelsea, we're not going to give him the praises he deserves. But I'm happy now that he's being given the praises he deserves. If he wins that UEFA Player of the Year, I'm happy. I will celebrate and I will dance like, yes, my man is winning it. Yes, he deserves it. Give the guy some props because he deserves it. So I understand people fanboy about Jorginho, so I'm not disputing that. But if I have to choose between Conte and Jorginho, guys, I'm sorry, I have to put Conte, man. What guy would give me? What he would give me? My midfield will be very, very balanced. Now,
I know what he'll give me. I know what he'll give me. He'll give me trophies. That's all I care about.
What Conte would give me my team?
You guys do realize there's some incredible football players that never won any trophies, right?
Thank you.
Batshuayi?
Oh, no, Batshuayi isn't incredible.
Oh my! Why do you have to mention Batshuayi? This guy? Why?
Batshuayi isn't incredible, and that's the thing. You guys, you see, that's how I know you guys aren't looking at this objectively. I never said, "Oh my God, Batshuayi is such a good striker." What I said was he was never given a fair chance. I never said, he's a great striker.
Let me ask you a question. Wait, what did you and Michi Batshuayi? Well, what do you guys have planned together? Because ever since you joined the team, you've been Michi Batshuayi. Do you guys have like a meeting or something together tonight or tomorrow morning? Like the guys in
No. I'm just saying. Now
he's at
the Turkish club. What's the name of the club?
Besiktas. He's at Besiktas.
And it made me realize Chelsea Football Club, we have a long history of not giving players a fair chance.
Oh.
Lucas Piasson never got a fair chance.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Wait,
Oh
nah,
my
Wait, wait,
goodness.
marvelous.
nah,
Like I said,
I'm
wait,
not
wait,
taking
marvelous.
Hey,
Kdb.
I'm
Marvelous.
beginning.
Are you
Wait,
gonna
wait,
are
I'm
you
He's a
gonna
beginning.
young
Wait,
mention
wait,
talent.
marvelous.
Josh? Are you
I'm
gonna
beginning to
mention
suspect
Josh
you now. Wait, wait,
McCatchery
wait, wait,
again too? May as well mention that
wait,
too.
wait. I'm beginning to wait, wait, guys. I'm
Local
beginning to
Marine.
suspect marvelous now. He moved from wait, marvelous. We moved from Michi Batshuayi to Zuma now to who? To Lucas Piazza. Like what the heck? Huh?
They never got
Go
a.
further.
Now
Oh
you
Go
my
further,
god, you guys are
Abdullah. Just
missing.
keep going.
Don't
Keep
miss.
going.
Don't
Mention
miss the
more.
point I'm trying to make. I'm not saying these players are good. I'm saying they never got the chance to
No,
show their worth.
but marvelous.
There's a
My thing
reason
is,
for that,
my
Marvelous.
no
There's a
marvelous. My
reason.
thing is marvelous. My thing is that isn't a loan part of a chance? You go out on loan, you
It is a
impress
fluke.
there, and then you come back. That's
Mm-hmm.
come
Mm-hmm.
on, come
Mm-hmm.
on, come on. That is surely that should
Okay.
be
I'm about to end that argument.
okay. End it for me.
Victor Moses, Victor Moses, who
Oh my.
Conte, no, Victor Moses, who Conte
Andy, I
gave
need
an
to
incredible chance,
wait.
and Conte
Marvelous,
literally
marvelous.
won.
You've
No,
been
no, wait. Conte won the Premier League with Victor Moses at right wing back, and
Mm-hmm,
Conte gave him a fair
mm-hmm,
chance, and
mm-hmm,
he proved his worth. He
mm-hmm.
wasn't
mm-hmm,
a great wing back, but he was
mm-hmm,
efficient. Now
mm-hmm.
think about the 1,001 loan spells that Victor Moses went on.
Yeah, but
He
was he
never
performing
improved.
then?
He never,
No,
he
but was he?
never, he never did
No,
anything at any of those loan
yeah, but
spells.
marvelous. You see, that's different, though. That's different, though. Let me catch you up. That's different, though, because with Conte, he was trying to implement a system, and whilst he was doing that, probably he was doing train. He was going through training. You know how managers do, and he probably saw, yeah, Moses could do a good job. Let me look at what the guy does, and he actually was serviceable. You understand what I'm saying?
And that's
So
what I
it,
mean. That's what I
but
mean.
sometimes,
Victor Moses got
yeah,
lucky, and Conte
yeah,
gave him that fair chance. If
yes.
Conte did not give him that chance, he probably would have went out on loan again.
But my thing
Like,
is, did he
imagine
ever?
what
Yeah.
Bakayoko would be like under Tuchel. We'll never know.
Oh my God in heaven!
No, but
Wait, marvelous.
my thing is
Am I
still
making
marvelous.
I'm
No,
going
sense?
Bakayoko.
to stop
my
you
thing
there.
is still marvelous, right? My thing is
Oh
still right.
my.
Wait,
You actually have to impress
wait.
on loan to catch their attention because
Yes.
Victor
Christensen
Moses
impressed.
never impressed on
No,
loan.
yeah, he didn't. That's not my point, though. Victor Moses, we agreed, he got lucky, right? Because
Yeah,
of
he got lucky.
of Conte,
He
he got
got no, he
lucky,
didn't
but
get lucky. He got the chance that every professional footballer deserves.
no, he got lucky that Conte was trying to implement a new system, very new wing backs, and said Victor Moses fills that role because he's not a great winger, clearly, and so he fitted that role. Christensen had a very good loan spell at Mönchengladbach, very good loan spells, and he was given the chance to come back. You understand what I'm saying? He was given the chance to come back and ride out with the team. So I'm just saying maybe the loan spells, if you impress on loan enough, you'll get that chance. I mean, Lukaku impressed on loan. It was just
Okay,
unfortunate
no.
that
Let me make another point because you guys might
Okay.
be missing it.
No,
Imagine when we
Wait,
had
I have
De
to stop you there.
Bruyne, when we had De
Marvelous,
Bruyne,
I
when
have
we
to
had
stop you there
Salah,
because you started
when
from
we had all
you
of these
started from
guys.
Meche Batshuayi.
Imagine if
Wait,
we gave
Marvelous,
them their
wait,
genuine.
relax, wait, Marvelous. You started from Meche Batshuayi. I was like, okay, I get that. I get your love for Meche Batshuayi. You're like Daniel Solo of talking tactics. Who gives all his heart for Meche Batshuayi? I'm not gonna debate about that. I get that. You moved to Kozuma. I never argued. You moved to Lucas Piazza. You killed everything by mentioning Baka what? My lord in heaven.
I'm
Did you
just
just say
saying, we'll never
Bakayoko?
know. We'll never know what
This guy's crazy.
Bakayoko
This
looks like
guy's
under Tuchel because there's a preconceived notion that he's garbage. He's not getting a fair chance.
time out, time out, Marvelous. Time out, time out. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this because Bakayoko got a chance. He got a chance because he was the 34 million pound man here to replace Matic, and that first year he got a chance. Now, whatever it was, you can make the valid reason that he was injured before he came, never really bounced back to speed. But he's been on loan spells where he's been all right, had a few good spells of he was good, but what's it called, Marvelous? Let's be honest. Um, let's be honest. This midfield we have now how how do you expect Bakayoko to be given a chance on this midfield? How? How?
Okay, okay, no, no, no. Okay, look at Baba Rahman. It looked like at the start of preseason, Tuchel was gonna give him a chance.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah. It looked
looked
like it.
like
To be
that.
fair,
It looked
yeah.
like it, and he was putting in good performances in preseason. Now look,
Mm.
the season has started. He's nowhere to be found.
Yeah, but
That's what I mean.
no, no,
That's
no.
what I
That's
mean. A lot of
no,
players aren't given a genuine chance.
that's different, dude. That's different, dude. Because Chilwell's coming back, Alonso's here. So it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough to be a professional, a top player, and it's about to be
Thank
a
Yeah.
decent
you.
player at a top
Thank you.
club.
NK, you finally gave the right answer. That's why I've been being stubborn this whole time. At some point, players have to get lucky. You finally said what I was waiting for someone to
Oh
say.
my,
It's tough
oh my
being a
gosh.
professional footballer. Sometimes you could do everything right, and managers just don't fancy you.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Or
look,
sometimes.
Okay,
and you guys are
I,
gonna
I,
laugh when
I
I
agree.
say this, but if you don't laugh, you'll actually get the point I'm gonna make when I say this. Danny Drinkwater, I'm sure if you could go back in time, he would have never signed for Chelsea. He would have
Yeah,
stayed at
facts.
Leicester. He would have stayed at Leicester, but he signed for Chelsea, and he again never got a genuine chance. And now look at where his career is, and it's sad. A
Yeah, but
lot
No,
of
he's a
no, no.
he's a
He did
oath
footballers,
get a
though. He's a
chance.
oath
Let's
a
though.
lot
do
of
this.
He's a
a
oath
lot of
though. He's a
footballers
He
oath.
did
never
get a
get
chance under.
genuine
He did get a chance
chances.
under Conte.
No, he did not.
He did. He did. No, but the thing is, it was him. The thing
He
I
knew
think we're forgetting
he knew he was a
is
rotational player.
his attitude to football itself. When he came to Chelsea, he changed
Thank you,
in terms of hard
Josh.
working
Thank
hard and
you.
everything. That's
Thank
and
you.
that is on Drinkwater himself. That's not
Thank you,
on the
Josh.
fact that he didn't get a
And that's
chance.
when I said earlier, and Vishwa disagreed with me. I said certain players, if you really look at how they're handled, I don't think it's a footballing thing with them. I think for
Yeah,
certain players, it's beyond football. They may have a lot of things people forget that we're not privy to a lot of things that go on at a football club.
yeah, behind the
There could be
scenes.
things that the player how the player conducts himself outside of football that makes managers not give them a chance. I've
Yeah,
read multiple stories on Batshuayi and the fact that his attitude is horrible. When he's not playing, he doesn't really take care of himself outside of the pitch. He doesn't even give an effort in training. He feels entitled to play. So a lot of people just negate the fact they think, oh, it's only footballing ability. A
yeah,
player not playing could be down to other things. They could be off
yeah,
the pitch
definitely.
issues with a lot of these players. There is no reason why in 12 years at a football club or 14 years at a football club, Lucas Piasson only had like 3 first team appearances. There had to have been something more. And I would like for there to be more transparency in football to where clubs are honest and they say,
And
honestly, it's not just
I
football
don't
with this
think
player.
they're allowed to do that. I don't
It's
think they're allowed to do that.
that's what I'm saying. I would like for there to be like somewhat of a change, more transparency. Don't tell us everything, but at least don't take the fans for a fool. Because they you know why they don't do it? They know that most if we don't say anything, most fans will just assume, oh, he's not good enough. And that's not true. Sometimes there's other things. It could be that
So
that a
so
player is taking
No, but the
banned
thing is, you have to look
substances.
at the
so
It could be
player.
that a player is partying, a player is
so
taking
marvelous.
alcohol, a player
So
is failing
marvelous.
drug tests, and they cover
So
it up.
marvelous. So
Yeah,
marvelous.
this having Jack Wilshere, the
Josh and
was
marvelous.
yeah.
Are you gonna tell me with a straight face this guy Bashuai was good enough to start 5 games in a row?
What I'm saying is we don't know. And that's the point. That's where Vishwa
Mm,
misunderstood me. I never said Batshuayi is a world beater, but I'm saying for whatever reason, he just couldn't get his act together to be given a fair chance. We don't know.
Okay,
I'm sorry
fair
to be
enough.
that guy. I'm pretty sure I
Ricardo
know. I'm pretty
Quaresma,
sure I know,
Ricardo
man.
Quaresma, his
I'm pretty sure I
attitude
know,
and
man.
his work ethic is
Guys,
why all the
fair
top
enough.
clubs he went to, they never gave him a chance. It's not that Ricardo
Fair
Quaresma
enough.
wasn't
I get what you
skilled,
guys are saying.
but his attitude caused him not to get a fair chance.
So, guys, I get what you guys are saying. By Wednesday, we're gonna do UEFA Best Player Award. We're gonna talk much about it. We're gonna talk about the UCL draw that's gonna happen on Thursday. We're gonna talk about it on Wednesday. We'll give our prediction. And on Thursday, I'll do like a live a live what's called a live watch along together with every one of us to talk about the UCL group stage
Well,
because we're
I
gonna see some
heard
group
that
of death.
PSG. I heard PSG could be in the same group as a lot of top teams. Is that true?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're in the
Yeah,
second
yeah,
pot.
yeah,
They're in the second pot.
I'm hearing Chelsea. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
yeah,
Pot two
no,
Chelsea
is
may
more
also
it's
not
more
Chelsea.
competitive than
Chelsea may
pot
also
one.
yeah. I'm also hearing Chelsea may also be in a group of dates also too.
What?
It's
There's
very
a chance.
possible. It's very
Wait.
possible.
Yeah, pot two
With
is
who?
Yeah,
dangerous. It's
we may be. I'm hearing we may be with PSG. It may be PSG, Chelsea, Real Madrid,
PSG, Real Madrid,
RT,
Barcelona.
Huh?
Barcelona. Yeah, I'm hearing
Um,
that.
You see, that's how you know. That's how you know. You see how UEFA do us.
Juventus.
You see how UEFA do us. The
Yeah,
one
and
season what
Juventus,
where
No,
and
it's
Juventus,
not
and
UEFA's fault.
Juventus.
It's
It's
because
no
the
no
teams.
it's because the
Team.
teams that
Is
won.
it Juventus?
Let
It's the
me
teams
just
that won
say
the
this.
league. They finished in pot one.
Let me just say this. The one season where we don't put in the payment, they're about to screw us over. Oh my god. Oh Lord. Roman.
So, guys, I really appreciate you guys for coming up. And it's been a long time streaming. I'm fully back, officially back. Their father is
What
back
happened
fully.
to
I'm ready for
offside?
them.
Offside let us down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
what
Hey,
happened
Abdullahi,
to
nice to have
Alfred
you
has
back,
been,
man.
she's been sick. No, she's been sick recently because of the weather. We spoke recently, so she's been sick and
Oh,
she has an accident. So she
mm.
told me like very late. Instead of her to kind of let me know early, I didn't know until like after some couple of days. So she should have we spoken, and she said she will come out on the show to apologize to everybody that she's been like she
No, it's only
sincerely
to
sent me to show up
apologize.
that day. That she has an accident, and I think she's recovering very well now. She's recovering very well now.
That's good.
So Wednesday we do like UCL prediction and we do like a UEFA best player award and everything. And when the news comes out, we'll surely talk about it. I appreciate you guys for coming on a lot on this stream. I can appreciate everybody a lot. And for
You
people
guys
send me message, I
you
appreciate
guys could
everybody. Thank
stay in the
everybody.
chat. S- you guys could
Thank
stay in the
everybody
thing
for
if you
coming on.
still
I
want to
appreciate.
talk.
Before you guys go, like, subscribe, like that vid. Let's get to 2,000 subscribers, guys. Like
Guys,
that
the
vid.
panelists could stay if
Smash
you
that
guys
like
still want
button.
to
Like
talk
that
off
vid.
air.
Subscribe.
Alright.
Mm.
Subscribe, like, subscribe, guys, and peace out, everybody. Peace.
Peace, man. Peace.
Peace.